weekend, Michael, like what the Lebanon Tigers did with their victory over Zionsville. I think a lot of folks would think that, boy, the Tigers are really going to start going now and rolling, but I think maybe a little bit of a hangover from that victory may have caught up to them just a little bit.
I think so, especially first time you've beaten county rival Zionsville in over a decade, and so you expect a little bit of it. Plus, you're still working out the kinks. As much as you like to have success early in the season, when you get a first-year head coach, you're still learning the system. Guys are still trying to figure out their roles, and everybody's still trying to fit into the right places. So Levi Jones kind of came back to earth a little bit. We talked him up the first 2 weeks, and really he's played well. He threw 3 picks last week. He was just 9 of 24, 38%, and 86 yards. So the quarterback position in football, you got to be on week in and week out. And as you mentioned, he came back to earth. Of course, don't take any away from Danville. Danville's got a very good team this year, and they're looking on the rise as well.
You have to figure that things had to eventually start to turn around for that program. They had been a little bit on the downside of things, but it looks like they have things pointed in the right direction, at least through the first 3 games of their season.
Yeah, I mean, when they came into the Sagamore, I think it was around the year 2000, I mean, they just dominated football for pretty much a decade. I mean, it was pretty much Danville at the top and everybody chasing them every season. So you're right, to see them down for the last several years has been kind of a surprise, but as you mentioned, at some point you knew the Giant was going to wake up, and it looks like they have this season.
I get Michael Walker with us here. We're also joined by Lebanon middle schooler, 7th grader Grant Frulich. He's along with us and will be with us during our pregame, halftime, and we'll throw him in from time to time during the broadcast as well. Grant, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Scott. I'm doing good today. How are you?
You're a middle school football player, are you not?
Yes, I am.
And talk to me about what you like about this game of football.
Oh, what do I like about this game? Well, I just love the game for the football. I mean, I've played football all my life, except for last year where I did cross-country in middle school, and I still love football then, so.
All right. What do you like best about football?
I'd say defense, watching defense, because you just get to see people hit each other.
All right. Again, Grant Frulich along with us here. And again, as mentioned, he'll be with us throughout this evening's broadcast. Again, North Montgomery 1-2 on the year. Lebanon Tigers 2-1 on the season. Other games going on around the area tonight. Tri-West at Western Boone. Zionsville's at Brebeuf Jesuit. And Carroll is at Sheridan this evening. We'll step aside for a moment. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the other games going on around the area when it comes to Sagamore Conference play and the Hoosier Crossroads Conference as well. So stay with us. That's coming up. And this is high school football on Radio Mom.
Programming on Radio Mom is underwritten in part by EB Gear, south side of the square, Lebanon. EB Gear is Boone County Shooting and Outdoor Sporting Goods headquarters. EB Gear features a variety of firearms, ammo, apparel, and tactical gear. 115 West Main Street on the south side of the square in downtown Lebanon. On Facebook and at 765-626-9030. EB Gear, your shooting and outdoor sporting goods headquarters. Proud supporters of Boone County sports.
Well, welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Scott Carney, Michael Walker, and Grant Frulich, all glad to be with you here on this beautiful Friday night for high school football. Gave you a quick rundown of the games related to Boone County teams, but there certainly are plenty of other games going on around the area. And to give us a quick look at those games, here again is Grant Frulich. Grant, what's going on tonight?
Well, tonight, Scott, Danville is at Crawfordsville at 7 p.m., and Frankfort is at Southmont. And Brownsburg is at Avon. And Hamilton Southeastern is at Fishers. Noblesville is at Western.
Thank you again for giving us a look at that. Michael, as you look at those games that are going on around the area tonight, obviously everyone really starting to move into the conference schedule. Zionsville taking a step out for this week, but there's some really nice matchups coming up tonight.
Yeah, I think the Western Boone Tri-West one kind of piqued a little bit of the interest. Western Boone looked really good last week against Crawfordsville, but Tyler Bruce, first-year head coach over at Tri-West, kind of starting to get into that conference and maybe turn things around and get that program kind of back on track. Definitely a team that has really taken over the reins from Danville the last couple of years. They struggled early on, but it looked like Bruce had a pretty good week last week.
So that's just some of the action that's going on around the area this evening. Let's go ahead and take a break now, and we'll be back with more of our coverage of high school football here on Radio Mom.
In Pennsylvania, and to honor those policemen, firemen, men and women of our armed forces, and the thousands of individuals who volunteered to help save the lives of many and heal our nation. Thank you. And now, if you would direct your attention to the American flag located at the entrance to the stadium. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect their efforts and our country by everyone removing their caps and everyone standing at attention, placing their hands over their hearts. Please welcome the Lebanon Tiger Pride Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Alan Conrad and drum majors Amber Smith and Julie Kupke as they perform tonight's national anthem.
Tonight's game, 1-2 North Montgomery against the 2-1 Lebanon Tigers. Michael, let's go ahead and take a look at these teams from a statistical standpoint. What have you been able to gather about? Well, let's start with the visitors, the North Montgomery Chargers.
Senior quarterback Connect has thrown 38 of 70 completions, about 560 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. It's a rating of about 82, so pretty average start to his season. He's going to have a hard time tonight, I think, against the Lebanon defense that plays back and kind of lets you play in front. So if you can take the easy completions in front and not try to go deep down the field, that's usually what Lebanon will give you. On the rushing side of things, Claycomb has 31 carries, 234 yards. He has the one rushing touchdown that they have, but he averages 7.5 yards a carry, but he's a guy that clearly doesn't carry the load. And can Connect actually has more carries than he does from the quarterback position, but doesn't average the same. So somehow they got to find a little bit of balance between those two guys. If a guy's averaging 7.5 yards a carry, you got to feed him the football a little bit more, I think, especially when your passing game isn't necessarily high octane. So be interesting to see where they go. From the wide receiver position, you got Coble on the outside, 10 catches, 117 yards, although Claycomb out of the backfield is the guy that has the touchdown, 6 catches, 156 yards, and 3 touchdowns coming out. So he's space. I haven't seen them play, but my guess is he's more of a scat back, kind of get the guy in space and make people miss.
All right. What about the Lebanon Tigers?
Well, as we mentioned, Levi came back to earth a little bit after a really hot start the first 2 weeks. Still pretty good numbers on the season, 41 of 76, 562 yards, 4 touchdowns, but now 4 interceptions to match the touchdowns. As we said, the first 2 weeks, he was looking pretty good. You got Jalen Washington coming out of the backfield, 55 carries, 409 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Levi Jones also has a couple of touchdowns from the quarterback position. Jalen's the guy, though, you got to keep him healthy. We saw in the Zionsville game, when he went out, the offense struggled because you lose that dynamic playmaker, and everybody else kind of has to pick up the slack. And we've seen Ryan Poole at times do that. Ryan Poole so far, 11 catches, 122 yards, and a touchdown. Luganbeal stepped up big in that game out of the slot. He kind of came that little slot machine that we've seen in the NFL work so well. He has 10 catches, 126 yards, and a touchdown. So, yeah, Jalen Washington's going to carry the load, but who else can step up? And when other guys step up along with Jalen, this offense is very high octane and very hard to handle.
Thank you, Michael. So there you go. That's a look at the numbers behind tonight's teams. A reminder that our broadcast here this evening is underwritten by Great Looks Lawn Care and Home Services. Are you looking to renovate your kitchen or bathroom or need drywall repair? Great Looks Lawn Care and Home Services can help make both the inside and outside of your house look great. More information is available at greatlooksllc.com or 855-765-5296. Also by H&H Automotive Supply, your locally owned and operated auto parts store. Your Napa Auto Parts store, Napa keeps America moving. So it looks like Tigers are going to get the opening kickoff, and we're just about set for high school football on a Friday night. Just a few clouds overhead, light breeze in the air, but certainly ideal conditions for this early part of the month of September.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of fall weather kind of intermittently, but on Friday nights we have had perfect weather so far this season. Can't complain at all. Really no clouds to speak of, and see if Poole and Washington can get things started here for the Tigers.
All right, so the ball is placed, the ball is kicked, and this one's going to be high.
Oh, you got to go get it.
And it's going to bounce, and it's going to be grabbed right about the 20-yard line. And it's going to be a good return by the Lebanon Tigers. Number 19 with the football for Lebanon. Return man is Trevor Adler. Nice return by Trevor. And Tigers will have good field position, 1st and 10, with the ball resting near the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I was concerned because the ball was kicked right over the top of Christian Knight's head, and he acted like I think he thought the back guys were going to scream up and come catch the football. Instead, they stayed back. Heads-up play by Trevor Adler just to go get the football. I mean, once it hits the ground, that's a live ball.
So place the ball to 39. Lebanon football. 11:52 to go as we get this first quarter of action underway. Jones. And so, no, he'll go ahead and keep it. Fakes the handoff to Washington and dives ahead. Across the 44, put him down at the 45. Nice pickup there. Gain of 6.
Yeah, good decision that time. That's something that we saw in the Mooresville game that they really got to get, really just the timing. Having Levi play quarterback for the first time, he and Jalen get on the same page. Then nice job pulling it out late and being able to pick up good yards on first down.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and manageable. Called 2nd and 5 here for the Tigers. Tigers show 3 wide receivers out wide to left, single receiver near side. And now Washington will get the handoff, and he is going to be bottled up immediately and pushed back. Number 48 there for North Montgomery, able to slide in there and make the tackle for the Chargers. Number 48, Alex Garver.
Yeah, give credit to number 76, Jacob Noling, as well, because he got a lot of penetration and made Jalen pretty much stop in his tracks, allowed number 48 to come over and make the play.
You have to wonder what scouting report came out of that game against Danville last week and what teams are now going to start to key on here, Michael.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jalen Washington's carried the load. If you could stop him, last week he only had 25 yards on the ground.
Pressure comes, throw across the middle, and it is incomplete. Looking for number 4, Jacob Luganbiel, but that was well over his head. That's going to bring up now a 4th down and a punting situation here for the Lebanon Tigers.
Yeah, and that one's on Levi Jones, the quarterback. He just threw that thing way too high. If he throws that out in front and down around the numbers, that's going to be an easy completion, an easy first down for Luganbiel.
So we'll have one man back to return for North Montgomery. That's going to be Cade Coble.
Interesting that Luganbiel gets the first look at the football out of the receiver position. He really had some sure hands against Zionsville. Oh.
And Levi will go ahead and run it out of the pocket, kick it in the air, and it's going to take a Tiger roll. Look at that ball roll all the way down to the 10-yard line. Terrific execution there by the Tigers on special teams. So it'll be 1st and 10 for North Montgomery, but they have 90 yards to go to think about a score.
Yeah, and it's got that rugby style. I'm going to run around the end. Maybe I go, maybe I punt. And then he got a nice kick, nice high kick, and then got the roll to go with it, as you mentioned, down all the way down to the 10-yard line.
So we'll get a chance to see the Tiger defense for the first time tonight. Also, North Montgomery's offense, Colin Connect, again, the senior quarterback, 38 of 70, 567, 4 touchdowns, but he also has 3 picks on the year. So he's been susceptible to the interception. See if the Tigers can add a few more to those tonight. Connect waiting on the snap. We'll go ahead and hand it off to Claycomb. And Claycomb is going to be hit and dropped. Number 5 there for the Lebanon Tigers. That's Nick Glenn coming up and makes the play.
Yeah, I give him a lot of credit because he basically undercut the receiver, kind of did a little dip move right under the block of the receiver, cut into the backfield, and then up-ended. Nice tackle down at the legs. Nice play by Nick.
So lots of 5 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 15 here for the Chargers. Charger players looking at their wrists for the play they want to run.
Yeah, shotgun with running backs on both sides, kind of a pro set. Oh, he false start. You got to call that.
Claycomb and McClurkin in the backfield. And there again is the Lebanon defense to swallow up the ball carrier for North Montgomery. That was number 8, Claycomb with the carry. He's going to lose 3 more all the way back to the 2. So bring up third down and trouble for the Chargers.
Yeah, Jacob McClain got in, but he had friends there to help him. Looked like Claycomb got away with a little bit of a false start coming forward at the snap of the ball. I think the Tigers will take the result of that play.
9:26 to go here in the first. Third down and 18 here for the Chargers.
They've gone backwards 2 straight plays. They got nowhere left to go.
Connect. Hand up in the back of the end zone. And the ball is going to be carried out across the 5 up to the 7-yard line. Short gain on the play. This time McClurkin with the touch.
McClurkin came in with 12 carries, 43 yards. And he also had the touchdown for the Chargers.
That's going to bring up fourth down.
They are not very deep in a punting situation. I mean, they're in the shot there. Now he drops back a little bit deeper.
And the punt is away. It's going to be low. Maybe a possibility for Washington to return it. He gets it at the 40. Cuts back inside, down the sideline to the 30, across the 20, keeps his balance to the 15, into the 10, and there he is finally stopped. Terrific return on the punt by Jalen Washington.
How in the world he kept his balance. The first time he looked like he was tripped up, and somehow his upper body was horizontal to the ground, was able to somehow keep his feet turning. Then he spins off a guy that tries to shoulder block him and stumbles his way down to the 10. What a return.
So first and 10 for the Tigers at the 10. Grant Krulik, who I mentioned he's a bit of a defensive expert for the middle schoolers. Grant, what you think about the Tigers' first effort out there on defense?
Well, I think that's pretty good. I've been watching my position, the outside linebacker, and everything looks pretty well executed. I mean, it's really good for high school football.
Jalen Washington with the carry for Lebanon. Takes it down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 5, so bring up second down and goal from the 5 for the Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like he was going to try to bust it to the outside, but cuts it back up. Just another, the vision of Washington is just amazing. Sometimes when he can find where there shouldn't be a hole, but somehow he's able to make himself small and squeeze through.
Let's see what the Tigers can do with it here. Great opportunity to score here early. Washington with the carry, running straight ahead, and he's going to fall into the end zone for the 6 points of the Tigers' lead. 6-0 over North Montgomery with 7:57 to go here in the first.
And I think it was 47, and I think Jalen needs to charge for admission for that ride that he just took across the goal line, because he was hit around the 3 or 4 yard line and took 47 for a ride the rest of the way. As you mentioned, drug him right across the goal line.
So extra point coming up. Elijah Allen will have the opportunity here. Elijah 8 of 11 on extra points this season. Waiting on the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away. Looks good. And indeed it is. So with 7:57 to go in this first quarter of action, it is Lebanon 7 and North Montgomery nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Programming on Radio Mom is underwritten by Lamar and Lamar Insurance.
It's been said many times before that the best defense is a good offense. This is Jeremy Lamar. Our team of professionals at Lamar & Lamar Insurance can provide you protection for your home, auto, business, and life insurance from Indiana Farmers Mutual, Grange, Society, auto owners, travelers, and selective insurance companies. At Lamar & Lamar Insurance, we serve you with personal and confidential services. For more information on having the best defense, our phone number at Lamar & Lamar Insurance is 482-1480.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Our broadcast here this evening, underwritten by Mike McKeever at State Farm Insurance of 190 South Main Street in Whitestown. Mike's mission, to help people manage the risk of everyday life and recover from the unexpected. 317-769-5300. Mike McKeever and State Farm Insurance. Well, we're back underway here. Terrific kickoff. Ball goes into the end zone. No return. First and 10 for North Montgomery as they'll begin this drive at the 20.
Hey, what if Newman can do that every time? They don't have to play games of trying to kick it along the sidelines. They've had some issues keeping it in bounds. They just kick it 5 yards deep in the end zone. You don't have anything to worry about.
Well, the first time North Montgomery had the ball, it did not work out very well. Let's see if maybe they've been able to make some adjustments on the fly here and see if they can have some improvement.
They just got to get themselves out of reverse.
Bryce Claycomb will be in the backfield with quarterback Connect. So 3 wide receivers out wide to the right, single receiver near side. Connect with the play. And will fake the handoff. Drop back. He wants to go downfield, and he's looking for the receiver just off the hands of Peyton Coble. Could not haul it in. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Coble got behind both the corner and the safety that time, and I think if he'd have kept striding out, I think he had the catch. It's almost like he put his hands out and kind of stopped his body momentum and let the ball just roll off the fingertips.
Our broadcast here is underwritten by Parkside Pharmacy, featuring a wide selection of medical equipment and home health aids. To bring up 2nd down and 10 here for the Chargers. Ball resting at their own 20-yard line. Claycomb will stay in the backfield with Connect. And Claycomb will go ahead and take it on the carry, and he's going to be met and driven back. Number 72 in there for the Lebanon Tigers, able to make the first contact. Number 72 in there, Sean Ramirez.
Well, they sent the receiver, Kai Warren, in motion, almost like they were going to run a jet sweep to the receiver around, kind of fake the handoff to him. The Tigers, however, not fooled at all as Lakem got the ball off the right side. 3 guys there to meet him.
So no gain. 3rd down and 10 here for the Chargers. 7:18 remaining in this first quarter. 7-0 your score in favor of Lebanon. Connect again, looking to go to the air pressure from coming, and he is hit, and he is taken down. Number 31 for the Lebanon Tigers in there on the defensive play.
Yeah, Cruz Washington came on a blitz off the left side, and it was the blind side of Connect, and he just never even felt it until he stopped his momentum. He was rolling away from the pressure, and if he gets rid of it on the run, he had plenty of time, but once he stopped his momentum, Cruz just came barreling through.
So another great opportunity for the Tigers to get a short field to work with. Jalen Washington will drop back, standing at the 29-yard line. Now he'll fade back a little bit more. There's the exchange from center to punter, and this one I think may have been deflected at the line, goes high in the air, hits at the 35, rolls across the 40, and it will be down right at the 46-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will take over with the football. 1st and 10. And again, hats off to this Lebanon defense, not allowing North Montgomery to get anything going. No first down yet for them.
Yeah, defense come out pretty stout so far. I wonder why they don't drop that quarterback deeper. I don't know if they're trying to maybe confuse and think that they're going to go for it, but he's not getting very much depth, and because of that, the rush is actually getting relatively close. You mentioned, I think somebody got through and tipped that last one, so something to keep an eye on. The Tigers continue to rush hard on those punts.
Tonight's game underwritten by Anheuser-Busch and Boone Beverages Incorporated, a proud sponsor of high school football, reminding you to enjoy responsibly. Boone Beverages, 482-4180. So Levi Jones and the Tigers back to work once again, leading 7-0. Jalen Washington with the carry, bounces it outside. Now he reverses direction, fights off one tackle, fights off a third, but finally knocked to the turf. He just kind of ran out of real estate there. Number 12 for North Montgomery, able to come up and make the play. Yeah, number 12 for the Chargers being Kai Warren.
That's almost like just kind of Barry Sanders-esque, just in space, bouncing back and forth, just nitpicking his way through just to find any kind of yardage because there was no blocking on that play whatsoever.
So bring up 2nd down and 6 here for the Tigers. First quarter, 5:55 to go. Lebanon with the early lead, 7-0. Jalen Washington on the 5-yard touchdown run. Jones waiting on the snap, has the ball down the middle of the field, and just leads the receiver, Lukenbiel, not able to connect.
Yeah, it looked like they were just kind of a quick slant-esque type play, but he flattened it out a little bit more up the seam that time as the linebacker held his ground and the safety was deep, tried to fit it in between. Right now, Levi just kind of high on the throws.
Our broadcast this evening from here at Lebanon, underwritten by Culligan Water Conditioning. Treating water for over 60 years. They know water, that's all they do. A Culligan man. So 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers up 7-0. Looking at a 3rd down and 6 with the ball resting at the North Montgomery 42-yard line. Jones waiting on the snap, has the ball, steps back, throws, and the catch is made. And that's going to be a first down for the Lebanon Tigers. Cruz Washington with the reception and the yardage.
And I was watching Cruz run his route that time, and his head did not come around until the ball was almost on his hands. Really good concentration. By the time he whipped his hands around and his head around to see it, it was on him. So nice job, good timing route that time as Levi with a much better throw.
So I'll set up a fresh set of downs here for the Tigers. Keeps the clock running. 5:25 to go here in this first quarter. Jones now with the ball. Quick step back, throws it to Washington out of the backfield. Now it's a foot race as he looks for the first down, and he gets more.
Oh, no.
He's finally tackled as the ball rolls into the end zone and out of bounds.
question is, did it go into the end zone in the pylon, or did it go out of bounds before it hit the pylon? Yeah, they're saving first down for Lebanon, so they get a break on that, because if he fumbles in the end zone, it'd be a touchback going the other direction, but looks like it rolled out of bounds right around the 10-ish.
Call it the 9.
Yeah, first and goal. A little swing pass to the outside. They try to kind of fake the action to the right, and then Washington swings out of the backfield to the left. And as you mentioned, a foot race, and if you get Jalen Washington in a foot race, there's not many guys around here that are going to catch him.
So goal to go from the 9-yard line with 4:53 to go. Tigers already leading 7-0. Looking to add to it here.
Got Trevor Adler in at wide receiver. I think they're trying to use his height in the red zone. Over 6 foot tall receiver. They don't have very many of those on the roster, but didn't like the formation, and Tigers are going to talk about it.
So timeout on the field. So let's go ahead and take one as well. 4:42 to go in the first. Lebanon 7, North nothing. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Ed Martin Buick and GMC. For new Buicks and GMCs, Ed Martin is the only name you need to know. Serving Zionsville and northern Indianapolis, Ed Martin Buick and GMC has a large selection of quality new and used vehicles, along with professional vehicle maintenance and service. For new or used cars, financing options, ordering parts, or for service, Ed Martin Buick, GMC are always ready to assist you with all your vehicle needs. Located at 9896 North Michigan Road, Ed Martin Buick and GMC can help you with all your automotive needs.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Well, our broadcast tonight is underwritten by Mimi's Market at 817 West South Street at the Country Mark Station. Mimi's Market with their new convenient drive-up window for snacks, pop candy, and propane for grill tanks. That's Mimi's Market. Scott Carney, Michael Walker, Grant Krulik all along with you here this afternoon or this evening here at Lebanon High School, enjoying a beautiful night of high school football. So far, every Friday night has been terrific, and unlike past years, no thunder showers, Michael.
No kidding. Remember one year we had 2 or 3 games with issues.
Number 20 with the football for the Lebanon Tigers, Christian Knight, trying to get around the end, and he does.
He's in.
Is he in for the score? Yes,
yeah.
Indeed he is.
Nice little jet sweep that time. This time the Tigers run it right back at him as Knight goes in motion from the receiver position. Snap the ball back, just give him a little toss, and Knight shows off his speed as he goes around the right end, pretty much untouched until he got to the goal line.
I think the first time we've seen that particular play using Christian Knight.
Yeah, he's the guy that usually they keep kind of on the outside, but got him in motion. He's a pretty athletic kid, and got to take advantage of the athletes when you can.
So short field, Tigers take advantage of it. And now Eli Allen on for the extra point. Ball is down, kick is away. It looks good. And indeed it is. So with 4:35 to go here in this opening quarter of action, the Tigers now lead 14-0 over the North Montgomery Chargers. We'll be back with more. Stay with us. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Jim Russell Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning.
Since 1967, Jim Russell Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has provided quality and efficient plumbing, heating, and air conditioning services to Boone County and beyond. As a family-owned business since inception, we take great pride in treating your business, building, or home like ours and make every effort to solve your problem. This is Derek Brandt, owner of Jim Russell Plumbing, Heating, and Air, and our technicians are part of our family. Each one is equipped to handle your problem quickly and leave you with peace of mind. Let us help you. Our phone number is 317-873-5773, and our website is jimrussell.net, or find us on Facebook.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Great start for the Tigers, leading 14-0 with 4:35 to go here in this first quarter of action. Once again, Tigers set for the kickoff. Chargers hoping maybe this time they can return it. Here's the ball that's going to hit and roll, and it's going to be bobbled and picked up right at the end zone. And unfortunately for the ball carrier, return man number 8 for North Montgomery, that being Bryce Playcomb, I think he stepped on the end line.
Unfortunately for him, because I think if he brings that out like he was thinking about doing, I think the Tigers were already there. Okay? He was going to be struggling to get past the 10-yard line, so I think he catches a break in that instance, and they'll bring it out to the 20.
4:32 remaining here in this first quarter of action. Tigers looking sharp on both sides of the football. Chargers still looking for that elusive first down of the evening. And connect back out there, quarterback. And he'll want to go to the air, flushed out of the pocket, rolling out to his left, and the pitch and catch is made cleanly, and there's your first down. Number 21, Kate Coble with the reception, sophomore for North Montgomery.
Yeah, his 11th of the season. He did a really good job of staying with that play because Connect really wanted to come to the left side of the formation. Coble just ran kind of an in and out pattern on the far side, stayed with it long enough, and then not only was able to stay with it and make the catch, but turned it upfield for a first down.
The gain of 12 on the play, bring up 1st and 10 with ball resting at the 32 of North Montgomery. Connect, again, looking to go to the air. Now he's going to have to run with it, and he's going to be taken down and hit hard out of bounds. Number 74 for the Lebanon Tigers, one of the Tigers on the scene. That's Jacob McLean with bringing the lumber there.
Yeah, and I think Cruz came up, was the first guy to make contact as he Connect looked left, looked right, nobody open that time. Finally just starts to take off to run to his right. Cruz came up and made him stop, and as you mentioned, McLean came from behind and just laid him out on the sideline. Lost of 2 or 3 yards in the play.
Put it back to the 29-yard line.
Interesting, the Tigers have been switching cornerbacks. I saw Knight started the game on the far side. Now Jalen Washington. I don't know if that's a tactic just to give Washington a little bit of a breather on the outside, but
running play for the Chargers. Claycomb with it, straight ahead. He's tripped up as he crosses the 45, marking down at the 47. So that's still going to leave him quite a bit of yardage to get that elusive first down.
Yeah, nice pickup running through the middle. First time really we've seen any kind of holes right up the gut. Going with a little bit of a quick hurry up here as the Tigers are trying to substitute on the defensive line. Not going to be able to get it done.
3:33 remaining here in this opening quarter of action.
And then they don't really hurry up. It's more of that kind of muddle around, stand around. We're in formation, so if you do so, we might snap it.
All right, Connect again, looking to go to the air. As time, throws it ahead. Number 25 with the reception for North Montgomery. That's going to be Noah McClurkin, and he's going to be very close to the first down.
It's going to depend on the spot because he fought for that extra half yard or so that he needed. It looks like they gave him a generous spot, and he is very close. Oh, the referee at the far end says, go ahead and give it to him. They're moving chains. If the football's touching that line, I think it's going to be a first down. It's even the nose of it touching the 42, which it looks like that it is.
Again, we're joined by Lebanon Middle School 7th grader, football player Grant Krulik along with us here. Grant, just give me your thoughts on what we're seeing so far out of the Tigers.
I think they're doing a great performance today. I've been watching the 8th grade in our practice and everything, and I think they're doing great. And then I watch the high schoolers, and I'm just amazed. Like,
they're a little bit better?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, okay. Well, the varsity has been playing a little bit longer, you understand?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Grant's going to be with us throughout our broadcast, and look down there. It's going to be a first down for the North Montgomery Chargers.
Yeah, got about half the football. That time the Tigers that had come up and made the tackle immediately at the catch. I think that it had him shorter by about a yard. He was able to kind of squirm his way free.
So first time tonight, Chargers have been able to put back-to-back first downs together on this particular drive. The Claycomb will stay in the backfield with Connect.
They like that trips formation to the far side, single receiver to the near side.
And they'll fake the Claycomb. Connect back to pass, across the middle, catch is made, and that's going to be enough for a first down for North Montgomery.
Kind of figuring out why Coble tends to be that favorite receiver is he's kind of that possession guy, that short guy that likes to run the crossing routes or the in and out routes very close to the line of scrimmage. So Coble, another catch, picks up another first down for North Montgomery, but he doesn't like to stray far from the line of scrimmage. He lets kind of the faster guys go down the field, make those more difficult routes.
2:30 remaining here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Chargers in Tiger territory. Then a man in Ocean. Well, misdirection. Inside Claycomb with the carry, and he's going to be knocked down at the 45. He'll gain on the play, bring up second down.
Did you like the Brett Favre fake pass after the handoff? He faked the handoff to the jet sweep, and then after he handed it to Claycomb, he was faking out the Coble on the far side.
Was he selling it?
He was trying to.
All right, well, good. As long as he's giving a good effort out there. Our broadcast tonight are written by Arnie's Restaurant on the Courthouse Square. 50 years of serving pizzas, sandwiches, and salads for your pre- or post-game activities. Arnie's supporting our teams and wishing them good luck. And by Tad, the only name you need to know in real estate. That's Tad Brainer of Remax Ability. Plus, TadBrainer.com. Connect, back to pass. looking downfield, has the man open, and the catch is made. And that's going to be another first down for the Chargers. Up with the reception, number 25, Noah McClurkin. He's hauling in the passes tonight.
Yeah, nice job that time. Good route running on McClurkin and Coble as they crisscrossed on the outside, and the Tigers just blew the coverage. Two guys went after Coble, and then the outside guy was left right along the sidelines. The safety was late coming over the top. Easy first down that time for Connect.
We'll put it at the 24 of Lebanon. This is the deepest that the Chargers have been into Tiger territory all night. And off to Clay, straight up the middle, and he's picking up yardage as he's finally tackled near the 10-yard line of Lebanon. Make it the 11, but still deep into Tiger territory.
And it looked like the Tigers that time were spreading out to the edges that time, trying to hold the edge, but then there was nobody up the middle to make any contact. He ran probably 10 yards untouched. Another first down, and a really good drive here put together. A nice little balance of kind of some short passing and then also mixing in the running game up the middle.
So 1st and 10 from the 9 for the Chargers. Connect. Pitch back to Claycomb. This time defended much better. Number 30.
Oh, no, that's weak, Scott.
They're going to call a hit out of bounds?
Yes, they are. That's a tough call.
It looked like Cruz Washington was the man to make the tackle, at least early.
Yeah, and then I couldn't see. Somebody came in and late. Either that or maybe it was Cruz taking him to the ground. Maybe we can't see where the actual sideline starts, so I'm going to hope, because of the call, that it was Cruz taking him to the ground. Although, man, that's hard when you've already got him wrapped up, and then he gets to that out-of-bounds line to be able to come off and stop yourself from bringing him to the ground. Yeah, tough call. Yep, automatic first down with the personal foul. Man, they played that one well, too. They ran that kind of option to the right side, and they had three guys there. One guy took the quarterback, one guy took the running back, and then they had a guy in the middle kind of being able to go either direction. So nice job by the Tigers. Unfortunately, the penalty is going to set up a 1st and short here. It's down to about the 8-yard line, it looks like.
Looks like where it is. So 1st and goal here for the Chargers. This time Connect will go ahead and keep it.
That was weird. Almost wonder if the timing was thrown off, Scott, because that time Connect kind of got it and then hesitated and ran a quarterback draw up the middle.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Tigers were not fooled at all on that play, although I'm not sure the Chargers were all on the same page.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and goal to go with the ball at the 8. 25 seconds remaining on the play clock. The Chargers will try to squeeze one more play off here before the quarter gets away. Trying to have this Tiger lead. All right, here goes Connect. Dropping back, rolling out to his right now. And he looks to the end zone. He rolls, and he's just going to be short.
Yeah, I think it was 51, so the Tigers came screaming from the outside. Unfortunately, Bobby Mills, he didn't hold the edge, and so when he rushed up the middle, Connect was able to get to the outside, and he got very close to the goal line, down right around the 1.
And that's going to do it for quarter number 1 here at Lebanon High School, where the Tigers lead 14-0, but the Chargers are knocking on the door. We'll be back with more. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Toro and Howard's Lawn and Garden. Howard's Lawn and Garden features the best of Toro. Howard's is locally owned and operated. Their staff is experienced, knowledgeable, and courteous. Products are professionally set up, and they're serviced and ready to go. Howard's Lawn & Garden has Time Cutter Z zero-turn radius mowers and the Z-Master commercial. The complete Toro lineup is in stock at Howard's Lawn & Garden, Lebanon's only full-service dealer. Howard's Lawn & Garden, 1115 West South Street in Lebanon.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Tonight's broadcast here on Radio Mom is underwritten by Triangle Asphalt, a part of the Lebanon and Boone County community since 1961. Triangle can handle all of your paving needs. The Day family, employees of Triangle Asphalt, proud to support Boone County football. Scott Carney, Michael Walker, Grant Krulik, all happy to be with you here on this Friday night. Grant Krulik, 1 quarter is in the book. So far, Tigers lead 14-0, but defense is in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, I would think so too. At the 1-yard line, at the 1-yard line, and that is very tough to hold somebody back at the 1-yard line. But I believe them. I went to their football camp once, and they they were called Black Storm, and I believe that's what they're going to do.
All right, so let's see what the Tigers can do here as Connect rolls straight ahead. Is he in?
He's in, yeah.
So Chargers able to get the first score of the second quarter and really not too much difficulty punching it in.
It almost looked like the Tigers just weren't even set. Northmont comes up, and they basically line themselves up, and then a lot of times they stand there for 10 seconds trying to figure out what play they're going to run, but coming out of the break that time, they knew exactly what they were doing. I think the Tigers thought that it was going to be a few seconds, and they still had some time. Quick snap and then a quick sneak right up the middle. Easy pickings.
Osborne on for the extra point. This one certainly looks good.
Yep.
And indeed it is. So with 11:56 to go here in the second quarter, the Chargers have the lead. Lebanon 14, North Montgomery 7. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from the Farmers Bank.
Are you suffering from investment advisor fatigue? If so, get energized with the Farmers Bank. When you invest a lifetime of hard work building a comfortable life and future, you don't want surprises. You deserve peace of mind. I'm Greg Clapp, Trust Investment Officer at the Farmers Bank. As your financial partner, I provide guidance to help you manage your financial future. To schedule an appointment or for a second opinion on your financial statements, my number is 765-654-2619, extension 3304. Not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Well, welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Tigers giving up the first score to the Chargers tonight, trailing 14-7, or leading 14-7. Tigers get the kickoff here in just a moment. See if they can get those points back. Here's the kickoff. This is going to be a short one.
Let it go. Let it go.
And it's going to go out of bounds.
That was a weird, almost like a little soccer kick. As he got to the ball, he kind of stopped his momentum and sent his foot into it. And it started straight down the field and then angled towards the sidelines as it rolled. Should bring it out to the 35 or the 40. I can never remember.
We'll both be surprised.
Well,
are they going to make him kick over?
Look like they're going to make him redo it again. So we're walking back. They'll kick off from the 35.
Our broadcast here tonight, underwritten by Great Looks Lawn Care and Home Services. Looking to renovate your kitchen or bathroom or need drywall repair? Great Looks Lawn Care and Home Services can help make both the inside and the outside of your home look great. For more information, their website is greatlooksllc.com. Their number is 855-765-5296.
Got a few scores to run through here. Noblesville surprising Westfield over at Westfield, 23-7 early in that one. Brownsburg quickly jumped on Avon 7-0. Danville quickly jumped on Crawfordsville 21-0 in that one. No surprise there. And then Roncalli Plainfield tied at 7.
Short kick taken at the 25 by Lebanon. Return man across the 40. Breaks it out to the 45. Now across the 30.
Man.
Number 31 for the Lebanon Tigers. Able to do a great job bringing that ball back.
That's Cruz Washington coming up the left side, and then had his big brother coming, trying to lead block for him as they ran up the left side, and Jalen Washington laid the thunder on the summit. I think it was the running back, number 8. It was Claycomb that took a shot from Jalen as the two Washington brothers teamed up along the sidelines. But a good return there from the up man as Northmont really having some issues with their kicking game so far.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Inside Charger territory at the 46. 11:47 to go here in the first half. Dropping back the pass.
Oh, he's got it.
Downfield.
Oh, it's short.
Cool, and it's going to be short, and it's going to be batted away by the defender.
I think two things on that. One, he threw it well short of him. But two, the reason it was short is I think the timing got thrown off in the backfield. He planted, and he needed to get rid of it a little bit quicker because I think it was, you mentioned, Ryan Poole was already deep down the field on that play. Did you see who made the play?
Ty Warren was there.
And nice job of getting up there and at least recovering, even though a lot of it had to do with the underthrow.
So missed opportunity there by the Tigers. Bring up 2nd and 10.
And we've seen a completed pass yet from Levi. I mean, he is kind of, it's back-to-back games where he's really struggled to connect with his receivers.
So bring up 2nd down and 10. Jones gives it to Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Straight ahead. And Jalen's off to the races. Little hop out there as he crosses the 25, knocked down at the 24. big run, another first down for the Lebanon Tigers.
Huge gaping hole off the left side. Give that offensive line a whole lot of credit because it was basically like a galloping horse. There was nobody there to even slow him down. Nice run from Jalen. Big first down.
Jaden Guerreris and Kyle Pettigo, two of those guys on the left side there, helping to make things easy for Jalen Washington.
Yeah, and he's a good enough athlete. When you make it easy for him, it's going to be a big gaping run.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Jones across the middle.
Nice
catch
play.
is made. And
good run.
into the end zone. Score for the Lebanon Tigers.
Number 33, the tight end, Michael Reese, the sophomore off the right side. That time it looked like Crawfordsville was basically going all-out blitz. They were matching up one-on-one on the outside with every receiver, but then everybody else was coming. There was no help, and once Michael Reese beat his man, and it wasn't really with speed, it was the 6'2", 200-pound Reese.
No, we're coming back.
Oh, I didn't even see the flag. Oh, they snuck it in along the sidelines over there. What'd they call?
I didn't get it. You were waxing poetically about
Oh, it was a great play. I was excited. Unfortunately, they're going to march this thing all the way back. Looks like it was 5-yard penalty. I wonder if it was an illegal formation or an illegal shift. I don't know. It didn't look like anybody moved, but, man, they had the perfect play call, too, because with the blitz coming, it was just a quick hitter right across the middle, and he used his big body to shield off the defender, and once he broke the tackle, he just walked into the end zone. That was beautiful.
Michael, just a sophomore. Big kid, though.
Yeah.
Look at his numbers there, 6'2", 190. That's a nice size for a sophomore tight end.
Yeah, as he gets bigger, he could be a real weapon going forward. Right now, they're using him primarily as an extra blocker, but, man, you just saw his ability there on that play.
To put the ball back at the 29-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Fake to Washington. Jones looking to the sideline, and it's going to be underthrown and incomplete.
Yeah, that time Levi just kind of got caught in between. There's another flag down in the backfield. Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Oh, boy, that's tough.
Are you kidding me?
Against the Chargers, so that will give the Tigers the yardage back that they gave up on the penalty, plus a few more. Christian Knight, the intended receiver that time for Lebanon.
And that was really Levi's fault. He started to throw to the short receiver that was kind of right around the hash marks and then thought, wait a minute, I see Christian Knight wide open along the sidelines. Let me throw. But he never had his feet set for the second throw. That's why it came up well short. Going to get bailed out here because I don't think he took that big of a shot. I think he got pushed to the ground, but he was already stumbling because his footwork wasn't very good. So the Tigers really, I think, got a break there with the personal foul. And this ball moves all the way back down inside the 10-yard line, or just outside the 10 here.
So we'll see where the officials decide to place this one down. Probably it's going to be at the 14-yard line. So huge pickup there for the Tigers. Chargers really have to feel bad about that situation.
Yeah, once you backed up the Tigers with that penalty, saving yourself the touchdown, now you're right back at 1st and 10 around the 15.
All right, so let's see if the Tigers can finish the deal here. 11:03 to go here in this first half of action. And there's a pass that is almost picked up. That ball was traveling right to 21 for North Montgomery, that being, let's see here, Cade Coble. I mean, that ball couldn't have been thrown any better toward Coble. Thankfully, the Lebanon receiver became a defender.
Yeah, and Levi kind of hands on hips after he threw the ball, like Poole didn't run the right route or he threw the wrong ball. I don't know who's at fault on that one, but I believe he thought that Poole was coming on a quick slant right up the middle of the field, and when it was a little bit longer, maybe the yardage was wrong. I don't know. But when that didn't happen, you're right. Coble had himself an interception. Poole got there just in the nick of time to knock it away.
So 2nd down and 10 here for the Tigers. Again, ball resting at the 14. Jones gives it to Washington.
Nope, he kept it.
Oh, correction on that. Jones will keep it. And he's going to fight his way toward the 5-yard line before he's finally stopped. Never did get tackled, but his forward progress was ended. And able to battle his way inside the 10-yard line.
I was with you. I saw the handoff too, but he pulled that thing out right at the last second. Looked like if he'd have given it to him, Washington might have scored. As it was, though, good pickup there on 2nd down. Sets up 3rd and short here.
Our broadcast tonight is written by H&H Automotive Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store, stocking parts for domestic and import cars and trucks. Napa know-how. Jones gives it to Washington, trying the left side, and he dives, and he is in easily for the score for Lebanon.
Yeah, basically just a stretch-type play that you see Peyton Manning run all the time with the Colts. Just try to get out to the edge as quickly as you can. Once you get Washington on the edge, he's able to make one guy miss and walk into the end zone.
2nd rushing touchdown of the night for Jay Washington.
I think that puts them at 8 on the season. Yeah, he came in with 6, so he's already got 8 in 4 games. That's a pretty good average. A couple of touchdowns a night.
Extra point coming up by Eli Allen. Ball is down, kick is away. Pressure came, but Elijah able to get it away. And just like that, the Tigers now lead 21-7 with 10:18 to go here in the first half. A break, and we'll be back with more. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Ashcraft and Fraser Orthodontics.
At Ashcraft and Fraser Orthodontics in Lebanon and Zionsville, we provide orthodontic work for both teens and adults. Hi, this is Darren Ashcraft of Ashcraft and Fraser Orthodontics, where moving teeth changes lives. We can be reached at our website, afbraces.com. Our Zionsville number is 873-3399 or Lebanon 482-2291 to schedule an appointment. Ashcraft and Fraser, where we treat you like your mom.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Tonight's game here on Radio Mom is underwritten by Mike McKeever at State Farm Insurance at 190 South Main Street in Whitestown. Mike's mission is to help people manage the risk of everyday life and recover from the unexpected. That's Mike McKeever, State Farm Insurance, 317-769-5300. Well, the Tigers getting set to kick off to the Chargers. Tigers now lead 21-7 with 10:18 to go here in this first half of play. Again, Parker Newman doing a good job kicking the ball here this evening. Gets under this one. This one might be returnable for the Chargers. The return man bobbles it, able to pick it back up. This is Cade Coble with the carry. Runs way outside, and he's going to be grabbed and dropped right at the 30. Coming in there to make the play defensively on the tackle, number 51, Bobby Mills for the Tigers.
As you mentioned, that one was short, and I think it surprised Coble had to come so far up to get it because Parker Newman's been doing a good job of getting the ball in the end zone. And as he ran up, I think he just took his eyes off of it trying to go. Fortunately for him, it bounced right back up into his arms. Pretty decent return out to the 31.
So Charger football, 10:10 to go here in the first half. Ball rests at the 31, at the North Montgomery 31. Colin Connect back out there. Last time Chargers had the ball, they did score, but the Tigers able to answer back with a score of their own. So that's why we stand 21-7 at this point. Connect with the football. Steps back, looks downfield, and it is almost picked up. Threw it across the middle. A lot of traffic there. A lot of Lebanon Tigers in the area. Number 11, Cameron Johnson there with the play defensively.
Yeah, he was the outside linebacker. If he'd have gotten another 2 or 3 steps on his drop into his zone, he might have had himself an interception, but that ball rifled right over his head. Couldn't quite haul it in.
So that'll stop the clock with 10:05 to go here in the second quarter. Tonight's game underwritten by Cowan Drugs and Parkside Pharmacy, serving the prescription needs of Lebanon and Boone County since 1887. Charger football in the hands of McClurkin. McClurkin is going to be met and dropped. No gain on the play there.
Michael Reese from the middle linebacker spot read it perfectly, and he shot through the gap immediately, made a great form tackle to wrap him up.
So leave it right at the 31, bring up third down and 10 for the Chargers.
Tigers just keep rotating corners on me. I keep looking to see who's out there. They got Jarrett French now on the far side. I saw number 44, Tanner Green, in a couple plays ago.
McClurkin will stay in the backfield. Connect wants to go to the air, looking downfield, and just out of the reach of the intended receiver. Looking for 21 there, Cade Coble. But again, just a little bit too wide, defended well, and that's going to bring up now a fourth down in a punting situation here for the Chargers.
Yeah, I don't think Coble is their speed guy on the outside. He's really has been more of a possession guy at this point, and when you match up one-on-one with Jalen Washington, you know you're going to be matched step for step. Washington played that one pretty well.
So that'll stop the clock with 9:26 to go here in the first half. Tigers up 21-7, waiting on the punt from North. On his way, Tigers close to getting a hold of that one.
I think if Reese would have laid out, I think he had himself a block. But, man, you're always so afraid that if you miss the ball and hit the punter instead, then you might give yourself up a first down. And so you never want to lay out completely. But, man, I think Reese almost could have tackled him.
So change of possession, Tiger football, 9:18 to go in the second quarter. Lebanon leading 21-7. They'll have the ball first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Pretty good exchange over here. As I saw Reese coming to the sidelines, Coach Schmock kind of give him a little bit of a hard time because, again, you as a pump block type guy, you're always caught in that in-between spot. So, but good exchange over here as Coach Schmock kind of giving some encouragement.
Here come the Tigers scoring on their last possession. Let's see if they can bookend it here after getting the ball back from North Montgomery. Jones waiting on the snap, has the ball. We'll go ahead and keep it. The field. He's across the 50, to the 45, to the 30. He's to the 20. 15, 10, touchdown, Lebanon.
Oh, what a decision to keep it that time. You can definitely tell the two of them have worked on the timing as he pulled that out late. And once he was able to split the two defenders in the middle of the field, he was able to turn on the afterburners. That's some speed that we haven't seen. Levi Jones just kick it into an extra gear right there. A long touchdown run. Tigers starting to pull away now.
That's his third rushing touchdown of the season for Levi Jones.
I think the first two, though, they were goal line type situations, or at least red zone situations. That time he just kicked it into an extra gear.
So it's going to be extra point time coming up here for the Tigers. Elijah Allen, good night for him kicking. Had lots of opportunities.
Yes, he has.
Ball is down, kick is away. It sure looks good. And indeed it is. With 9:07 to go here in this first half of action, Tigers lead 28-7 over North Montgomery. We'll be back with more. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Ed Martin Buick, GMC. For new Buicks and GMCs, Ed Martin is the only name you need to know. Serving Zionsville and northern Indianapolis, Ed Martin Buick and GMC has remodeled with a guest lounge, children's play area, refreshments and coffee bar, and also an expanded service department to assist their customers. Ed Martin GMC has a large selection of redesigned all-new Sierra trucks, as well as Enclaves and Arcadias. For a wide selection of new or used cars, Ed Martin Buick GMC is ready to assist you. Located at 9896 North Michigan Road, Ed Martin Buick GMC can help you with all your automotive needs.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Our broadcast here this evening here at Lebanon High School is underwritten by Anheuser-Busch and Boone Beverages Incorporated, a proud sponsor of high school football, reminding you to enjoy responsibly. Boone Beverages, their number is 482-4180. Scott Carney along with you, Michael Walker and Grant Grulich alongside as the Lebanon Tigers now lead 28-7 here. Another kickoff. And Cade Coble's going to go take it at the 4-yard line, and he's going to run it back. And he'll reverse direction. Crossing the 15, it's going to stretch out, and he's finally going to step out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. No, make it the 19. But great pursuit there by Lebanon. Once you had him stretched out, there was nothing more he could do, Michael. He was pretty much lost at that point.
Yeah, you almost wonder if he'd have let that thing go, just bring it out to the 20, because it was clearly going into the end zone that time. But a little bit of discussion here, but looks like they're just going to put it down.
8:59 remaining in the first half.
I think coaches next to us were hoping for a late hit as he took a little bit of a shot once he got to the sideline. But no laundry on the field, so
it's going to be Charger ball. Colin Connect trying to put together another drive. They really need to get another score to kind of close the gap if they can.
Really, they've only had the one drive pick up first down.
So Connect back to pass, looking across the middle. Catch is made. Number 3, that's Fritzen with the catch, and he has a first down. Knocked down at the North Montgomery 34-yard line. Nice catch, speedy player there.
Yeah, just a little crossing route that time, and I was saying, because I saw Reese hit the ground. I think he got up okay. He looks like he's fine, but they cut right in front of the middle linebacker there, and here they go with the hurry-up.
So Connect, again, looking down the field. Should be a pick, and it's defended very nicely by the Lebanon Tigers. Coming up to knock the ball away. Number 12 for Lebanon, that's being Ryan Poole.
Yeah, and if we remember back to the Mooresville game on opening night, they picked on him all night, particularly with that fade route to the sidelines. But that time he played it perfectly, turned around, was in position, and really was forcing Coble to the sideline. And as you do that, you give him very little room to operate and get the feet down as he goes up to make the play. Nice job that time by Ryan Poole.
So make it 2nd down and 10 here for the Chargers. 8:38 to go here in the second quarter of play. Connect with the ball. Again, wanting to go to the air, steps back, pressure comes, rolls out of the pocket. Now what's the run with it? And he's going to be tripped up and dropped.
51 there in the backfield made a nice play. That Mills.
That's going to be Bobby Mills again with the play.
Nice job that time when Connect took off to run. Bobby Mills read it from the outside linebacker spot, come up to make the play. But also on the play, I noticed over here, number 21, Coble, their main receiver, he is limping as he came back to the huddle after the long pass down the field that Poole knocked away from him. He stumbled and fell on the play, and as he came to run, he didn't run a route that last play. He stayed at the line of scrimmage, and he is kind of gimpy right now walking to the sideline.
Chargers take a timeout with 8:14 to go in the second quarter. We will as well. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Programming on Radio Mom is underwritten by Lamar and Lamar Insurance.
It's been said many times before that the best defense is a good offense. This is Jeremy Lamar. Our team of professionals at Lamar and Lamar Insurance can provide you protection for your home, auto, business, and life insurance from Indiana Farmers Mutual, Grange, Society, auto owners, travelers, and selective insurance companies. At Lamar and Lamar Insurance, we serve you with personal and confidential services. For more information on having the best defense, our phone number at Lamar and Lamar Insurance is 482-1480.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Our broadcast tonight underwritten by Culligan Water Conditioning. The Culligan Water Treatment System eliminates spotted dishes, rust stains, and calcium buildup. Hey, Culligan man. Welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Chargers with the football, looking at a third down and long. Call it third down and 8. Connect.
Oh, mercy.
And he passes and just dropped by McClurkin. Not sure, and we see a penalty flag out here on the field.
I would imagine. It's on the other side of the field. I was going to say, it looked like the receivers were blocking. I think that play was designed to go to McClurkin the entire time out of the backfield. The two receivers, when they came out to run their routes, they really didn't do much other than make contact with the cornerbacks, setting themselves up to block. But this flag is way back at the line of scrimmage, right in the middle of the field.
Officials huddling up, talking about the play, what they saw. I'll stop the clock with 8:09 to go here in the second quarter.
Another official feels left out. He's going to go join the crowd. Holding on the defense. Wow. All right.
So that's going to be the call against Lebanon.
Love when these high school officials get on the mic. They're so uncomfortable with it still. I think we're in, year 2 of that stuff now, and some of them still struggling with it.
So that'll give the Chargers the first down, the penalty.
Yeah, 5 yards, but the automatic first down that comes with it. Tigers shuffling guys in and out.
That's going to put the ball at the North Montgomery 47-yard line. Again, 8:04 remaining here.
Come out with trips to the near side, but it's a tight bunch formation. Usually try to crisscross guys out of that.
So go ahead and keep it on the ground, run straight ahead with the carries, McClurkin, and he's going to be upended right at the 50-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play.
Hey, look, Bobby Mills keeps showing up all over the field. He's a kid I don't remember much from the first couple of games, but man, all of a sudden, the 5'7", 175-pound senior that finding the football an awful lot here tonight.
Second down and 6 for the Chargers.
Northmont stays in this little bunch formation here to the near side.
McClurkin will stay in the backfield. Back to passes, Connect looking across the field. The catch is made. With the catch is Coble, and he's close to a Charger first down. I think they will give him it, but I think there's also a penalty flag out there as well.
Yeah, it's in the defensive secondary, so I don't know what happened here, but probably Coble's best quality as a receiver. He is very sure hand so far. Anything that gets close to him, he just tends to bring in, even with the gimpy leg. Another lengthy discussion here by the officials to figure out what's going on. Play resulted in a first down, but we haven't moved the chains yet. Whoa, if it's defensive holding, then why are we going? Oh, we're going. No, so defensive holding would be from the end of the play, boys. I'm not sure. Unless in high school it's different. Is it 10 yards in high school? Is it the same? It always confuses me when the penalties are so much different than they are sometimes in college and in the NFL. They went back to the original line of scrimmage, and it looked like they marched forward 10 yards. So it was like a 10-yard penalty and automatic first down.
So the big story is back-to-back penalties on this Lebanon defense has kept these Chargers alive, kept this drive moving.
Yeah, for a team that's really only had one drive where they picked up any kind of momentum at all, Tiger defense helping out.
Connect going
what a play.
Pass, and it is defended.
What a play.
Number 5 in there for the Lebanon Tigers. Coming up, Nick Bland there, and that play was going nowhere quick.
Yeah, he read it perfectly that time. As all the linemen got let loose to go after Connect, Bland just stayed home, stayed with his man, and made an easy tackle on the play.
Well, the good thing is there are no penalties against Lebanon on defense that time. And that's going to bring up a second down and 12 here for the Chargers with 6:24 to go in this first half. Tigers lead 28-7. Chargers with the football in Tiger territory. Back to pass again is Connect. Fakes the pass, tucks it under, and goes and runs with it, and he's not going to get far. He's knocked down right at the 39 of Lebanon.
And nice job on the outside. The receivers on this side tried to crisscross each other and pick, almost kind of set those illegal picks that you're not supposed to do, but if you get good at them, you can get away with it. But both guys stuck tight to their men. Nice job. I've got away with a little holding on the outside, but all's fair and love and war, or whatever they say. Sets up a 3rd and 10 here as Connect comes back in the shotgun. Trips to the near side, but this time not a bunch formation, just kind of spread themselves out.
Fake to McClurkin.
Oh, no.
Back to passes, Connect, looking downfield.
Oh, what a catch.
Made. Number 3, Daniel Fritzen, able to go up high, grab that ball, and the Chargers are looking at goal to go from the Lebanon 6.
That's not even who I thought the ball was going to go to. He had 34, was running up the seam, a blown coverage. He was wide open. He went to the outside receiver, number 3. As you said, Daniel Fritz, a 6'1", 160 pounds, went up and over Nick Bland to make the catch. Big first and goal here, and timeout Lebanon to talk things over on defense.
All right, so we'll take it with them. 5:22 to go here in this first half. Chargers goal to go here. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom is underwritten by Witham at Anson.
If a sudden illness or injury brings you down, Witham's freestanding emergency room at Anson is up and ready for anything fast. Our state-of-the-art ER at Anson provides you the same level of care as our hospital-based emergency department. You're seen by board-certified ER doctors delivering the highest level of care 24 hours a day. Witham's freestanding ER at Anson, directly west of Whitestown Municipal Complex. To learn more, visit AnsonER.com. Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Our broadcast tonight, underwritten by Culligan Water Conditioning. All the products Culligan offers have been perfected through research and development used by homes and businesses. Hey, Culligan man, so Tigers give up a long pass. The Chargers are looking at goal to go from the 6-yard line. Again, Chargers showing some life out there offensively. Couple penalties on the Lebanon defense does not help the Tigers cause any.
I was getting ready to say that. This drive really may not have gotten them going anywhere if the Tigers hadn't been caught on back-to-back plays holding in the secondary.
McClurkin in the backfield, Connect with the football. Rolling out to his left, looking. Now we'll cut it back inside. He slips and goes down right at the 5. Gain of 1 on the play. They may give him the 4th or a 4th.
More importantly, you got McLean for the Tigers. I believe he's the center and then also plays defensive tackle. I don't know if I think he took a helmet to the knee as he went to come up to make the tackle. It looked like Connect slipped and fell down. Now he's holding down lower, so maybe it's not the knee. Maybe he slipped as well, maybe he rolled an ankle.
So training staff out there to talk to McLean, see exactly what the situation is for him, but he's certainly a player the Tigers don't necessarily want to lose.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see, onto his feet pretty quickly.
So that's a good sign.
He's ready to stay in, but buddy, you got to come out. We stopped the game for you. You got to at least come out and play.
Now, and he's jogging off under his old power, so looks like he is A-OK. So he'll set out a play or two and get checked out by the training staff and get back in the game.
Yeah, and as the center, I wouldn't be surprised if he just sits out the rest of this drive so he can be ready to go. and be back under center. And that's now you see over here, looks like number 52 for the Tigers. Going to get a football. That's Bryce Marshall Jr. is going to get ready and do a few practice snaps.
All right, we're ready to get back to action here. You have Fritzen in the backfield, along with McClurkin. Connect with the ball, fakes, drops back to pass. He is being chased on the run. Now he's going to start to turn upfield, but he's going to be hit and dropped. Coming up to make the play, Tanner Green for the Lebanon Tigers. He was the one in hot pursuit throughout much of that play.
He was, and then as soon as Connect turned the corner and saw 3 Tigers there, he basically just kind of stopped and ran himself into the wall. Green able to catch him from behind. Nice pursuit that time. Good coverage down the field as well, especially on the right side. Washington not allowing anybody to get open on that side.
So no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 4 from the 4 for the Chargers.
It's a big drive. If they want to have any hope of kind of getting themselves back into this game, this is a huge drive to find pay dirt here.
McClurkin will stay in the backfield with Connect, and now he's going to call a timeout as the play clock was beginning to run out on him. So 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Tigers lead 28-7. The Chargers are close. We'll step aside. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Programming on Radio Mom is underwritten in part by EB Gear, south side of the square, Lebanon. EB Gear is Boone County Shooting and Outdoor Sporting Goods headquarters. EB Gear features a variety of firearms, ammo, apparel, and tactical gear. 115 West Main Street of the south side of the square in downtown Lebanon. On Facebook and at 765-626-9030. EB Gear, your shooting and outdoor sporting goods headquarters. Proud supporters of Boone County sports.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Well, our broadcast this evening is underwritten by Mimi's Market at 817 West South Street at the Country Mark Station. Mimi's Market with their new convenient drive-up window for snacks, pop, candy, and propane for grill tanks. That's Mimi's Market. And by Arnie's Restaurant on the Courthouse Square. 50 years of serving pizzas, sandwiches, and salads for your pre- or post-game activities. Arnie supporting our local teams and wishing them all good luck. Well, Tigers look like they're ready to go. Looking down there along the sideline, Jacob McClain looks like he is all right, which is good to see. Puts the helmet back on his head, but he'll stay along the sideline here. All right, Chargers back out there, getting set to go. Again, 4 minutes remaining in the first half. They're at the 4-yard line of Lebanon. Connect with the football, rolling out. He is being chased. Steps back, continues to run, throws the ball, and it's going to be in the dirt, incomplete. And that's now going to bring up a 4th down for the Chargers.
Trevor Adler came on a safety blitz, and he absolutely pummeled McClurkin in the backfield. The running back tried to pick up the blitz, but just not big enough, and Adler just laid him out. He was going to have himself a sack, but he lost his footing in the turf. Still, he forced Connect to kind of roll back even farther, and by that time, the play was pretty much dead. They're going to try looks like they're going to line up to go for it. 4th down goal here from the 3.
Yep, they are going to go for it. So McClurkin in the backfield with Connect. Connect with the ball. Wanting to go to the air, a slant pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. Not able to get to the intended receiver. Looking for number 12 there, Ty Warren. And the Tigers will take over with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 4.
And that's one of those plays where there was just no passing lane to throw it into. A bunch of Tigers got their hands up on the defensive line. I couldn't even see which one it was that knocked it down. But you talk about quarterbacks looking for throwing lanes through the line, unless you can get it up and over the top of everybody. But Tigers did a nice job getting their hands up.
Grant Krulik with us here. Grant, give me a thought on what you just saw defensively, stopping the Chargers there.
I honestly think that was absolutely great. Like, they're always trying to stop the offense. Like, our games, each quarter is only 7 minutes long. It seems to go by so fast. But these quarters, they seem to go by forever and take forever, and that's a good thing because that means they're stopping them more.
So Tigers back with the football. Levi Jones with the carry this time. Nothing doing there. He's going to be held for maybe back to the line of scrimmage, if that. Will bring up 2nd down for the Tigers.
Yeah, kind of a double fake that time. They sent Knight in motion for the jet sweep from the receiver, and then also faked the handoff up the middle to Jalen. Levi hoping he could kind of find lightning in a bottle again up the middle, but much better pursuit that time by the Chargers.
They'll bring up 2nd down and 9 here for the Tigers. 3:16 to go here in the second quarter play, and there's the Charger that jumped just a little bit early. Jacob Noling, the senior, wanting to get his name announced on the air.
That's cruel, Scott, because I think there's at least 3 guys on that line that all jumped. You calling him out like that, that's just harsh. But nonetheless, the Tigers will take the free 5 yards and get themselves out of the shadow of the goalpost here a little bit.
I told his mom I'd announce his name on the air.
That was sweet of you. I don't think that's what she was hoping for.
So the clock runs here, 3:04 to go here in this first half of action. 28-7 your score.
Oh, he did again. That's the same guy. Oh, they must let him get back. That was awfully generous of the official.
Jones waiting on the snap. Has the ball. Give it to Jalen. Jalen hits the hole, keeps his feet going, keeps running hard, and he fights his way all the way out to the 19-yard line. Just another terrific run by Jalen Washington.
You just wonder sometimes how much punishment his body can take, because there are times when he just runs through tackles so much that you know the arm's whipping on your legs and everybody's bouncing off it. It's got to take a toll at some point.
That will keep the clock running here with 2:30 to go in this first half of action. Tigers up 28-7. Tigers with the football. High snap, and it ends up in Jalen's hands. That's not a bad thing. Now Jalen will try to get outside, and he picks up great yardage there as he picks up the first down and more as he's finally run out of bounds near the 30-yard line. No, make it the 35 where he's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, you think the ball's going to be loose with a bad snap up and over Levi. Levi gets just enough of a hand on it. They tip it to Washington, and he takes it around the end. And again, runs through an arm tackle, spins away from one guy, runs over another guy. Huge first down, and the clock keeps rolling.
You know, they should put that as a part of their play calling.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that little touch pass there, or tip pass, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm sure Coach Schmock's real happy about that.
2:15 to go here. Jones back to pass, straik down the middle of the field.
Oh, nice.
Poole wide open. Poole with the catch. Jukes it back outside. He's to the 40. Keeps his feet. Now cuts it back inside. Across the field to the 30.
Let's go.
He's to the 20.
Let's go.
Keeps going and finally tackled. Number 35 coming up there, Matthew Fritzen, to make the tackle, but not before Ryan Poole made a whole lot of folks look pretty silly out there.
And what a drop of a dime right in between 2 defenders that time. That's the Levi Jones we saw in the first 2 games, dropping the ball in 2 defenders. Poole ran a great route right up the seam, and as you mentioned, then cutting back and forth across the field, making Chargers miss. Picks up a huge first down inside the red zone for the Tigers.
So now you're thinking Chargers get another score. That's going to really put the hurt on North Montgomery. A 35-7 score would be nice going into the locker room.
Yeah, what of a turn of events. The Chargers looked like they were going in to bring this game a little closer. Now it's at the other end of the field.
And here comes Washington with the carry. Rolls right over a Charger tackler. Jalen all the way down to the North Montgomery 6-yard line.
McClurkin came up, and, you know, you teach tacklers to go low, take their legs out. So that's what he tries to do. And he's got a knee to the shoulder pads, basically, as Washington just basically runs right through the attempted tackle. And he is one hard guy to bring down. You have got to form tackle and wrap him up. And even then, he's so elusive.
So put it to 6. Goal to go from the 6.
And now you actually got time to breathe. You thought you were going to be in hurry-up mode, but after the big play to Poole, not quite so much.
One more time, give it to Jalen. This time he is going to be grabbed and dropped to the turf. Number 64, Ricky Holt for North Montgomery on the stop.
Yeah, first time we've really seen them get penetration up on the line of scrimmage, right at the point of attack, too. Best effort we've seen from the defensive line for the Chargers by far.
Our broadcast tonight underwritten by Tad, the only name you need to know in real estate. That's Tad Brainer of Remax Ability Plus for all your real estate needs. 317-341-4448 or tadbrainer.com.
Letting the clock run here, thinking things over. Got 3 plays here to punch it in, about 30 seconds.
Give it again to Jalen. Jalen just going to do a little foot race, and he sticks the ball out there. A little Heisman Trophy look for you there. And that's 6-4 for the Tigers.
Yeah, when you don't have any defenders within 5 yards of you, you can play games like that. Really good blocking again off the left side. You mentioned the tackle and guard doing a great job of holding the edge that time for the offense. And Washington, his 3rd touchdown of the night, number 9 on the season.
34-7 your score here with 32 seconds to go in the first half. Eli Allen, who's been perfect on the evening, with the opportunity to add one more. Ball is down. Kick is away.
It's close.
And it's into a pile of youth football players in the end zone, and that's your 35th point for the Tigers in the first half. They now lead 35-7 with 32 seconds to go. In the second quarter, a break. We'll be back with more. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Programming on Radio Mom is underwritten in part by Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, serving Frankfort and Lebanon with over 25 years of experience. Jim sells and services gas, electric, geothermal boilers, and whole house generators. More information is available on their website, Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, LLC.com. Their phone number is 765-601-1461. Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning on Facebook.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Our broadcast tonight, underwritten by Triangle Asphalt, a part of the Lebanon and Boone County community since 1961. Triangle can handle all of your paving needs. Today, family employees of Triangle Asphalt proud to support Boone County football. So we're just about 32 seconds away from the end of the first half here. Tigers leading 35-0 or 35-7 over North Montgomery. The Tigers have not made many mistakes tonight, and the scoreboard certainly shows it.
Yeah, I think Levi Jones came out a little off on the passing, a little bit high on all of his throws, maybe a little excited to come back after last week, but certainly settled down, and what a great pass to Poole that was on the last drive.
Coble with the football will run out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock with 28 seconds to go here in this first half, with the Tigers leading again, 35-7.
I wouldn't be surprised if you just see Connect come out, maybe take one shot down the field, and then kind of be conservative here. You don't want to give the ball back to Lebanon, particularly in good field position, give them an opportunity to tack on some more. But they are going to come out, looks like, in the shot. Well, maybe not. He's going to walk up under center now.
Do you think they're going to go ahead and end it here?
I don't know. They look confused. He's up under center. An I formation. We haven't seen that. Yeah, as I say, we haven't seen that formation all night. Just an I formation, and instead of doing victory type stuff, still though, Connect just takes a knee, and that should be it.
Yep. As 20 seconds are remaining in the play clock, or in the game clock, and 30 seconds remaining on the play clock, they're going to allow the clock to run down before they release the players from the field.
Lebanon's already taken off.
Tigers are headed that way for sure. And we're down to 4 seconds to go. So now we'll see the Tiger defense turn around, and that will do it for our first half of action. And how about these Lebanon Tigers back at home? As Dorothy says, there's no place like home. And the Tigers are showing it as they lead over North Montgomery, 35-7. We'll step aside for a moment. When we come back, we'll get into our first half numbers, so stay with us here. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Home National Bank.
At Home National Bank, if you can picture it, we can make it happen. Loans for what you need and loans for what you want. Loans for auto, business, home mortgages, credit building loans, personal loans, home equity lines of credit. We've been a part of Boone County since 1901. We have an experienced staff and loan officers with years of experience that will tailor the right loan package for you. With offices in Lebanon and Thorntown, our website is thehomenationalbank.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Boone REMC. Boone REMC, along with other Indiana Electric cooperatives, is accepting applications for awards that recognize the community spirit of Indiana's youth. Applications are available online at bremc.com at the Community tab, and the deadline is Friday, September 29th. This year, 5 winners will be selected to attend a special program in their honor, hosted by Tamika Catchings, former WNBA.
The band is putting together a new halftime show that will be premiered at homecoming. Until then, please enjoy 2 selections from our upcoming show, Just Dance and Shut Up and Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, our Lebanon Tigers marching pride. And now at this time, we'd like to introduce our Lebanon Youth Football League players and cheerleaders. For the Lebanon Municipal Airport Hoosiers, Jasper Waite, Kaylin Fueling, Braden Wagner, Zach Brown, Jameson Peasy, Staten Coon, Brady Edwards, Wyatt Redmond, Benny LaRue, the head coach Jody Waite and assistant coach Jim Wagner. And now the Zoom Auto Outlet Fighting Irish, Silas Henry, Easton Taylor, Asher Schneck, Owen Wellington, Mason Minix, Dorian Martin, Jaden Downs, Ryan Chastain, Cash Demery, the head coach Ricky Downs, the Shoe Carnival Bulldogs, Easton Banks, Landon Garcia, Christian Working Team, Braylon Working Team, Gavin LaRue, Wade Seymour, Brendan Williams, Peyton Lee, the head coach Adam Banks, assistant coach Bryce Working Team, and Richard Lewis. The Heartland Crossing Boilermakers, Miles Pinito, Ethan Hoovermail, Tate Fields, Gunnar Shirley, Jocelyn Colden, Braden Wilhoit, Gavin Alter, Cameron Venus, Jackson Duke. The head coach, Jack Colden, and assistant coach, Cody Huberman. And now our Pee Wee youth football teams. The Milky Way Chargers, Ryan Smock, Brooks Johnson, Gabe Cross, Clayton Gill, Mason Foster, Thomas Cooper, Dylan Gosworth, Zeke Benito, Caden Bird, Caleb Demiselli, Cody Reagan, Caden Johnson, Noah Bird, Cade Schmidt, and Xander Rodriguez. Cheerleaders, Tyler Gosworth, Wiley Ford, Kylie Hensley, Carmen Dickinson, and Mackenzie Clements, the head coach, Adrian Benito. And now for the Minute Printed Steelers, Colin Hardy, Bradley Page, Ace Goodnight, Levi Atkins, Landon Hill, Graham Wright, Samuel Drury, Cody Bolander, Bram Langenbartles, Colton McLean, Xavier Jackson, Braylon Clark, Gavin Perryman, Ian Cutter, and Jackson Peterson. Cheerleaders, Emma Bragg, Mila Peterson, Savannah Pyle, Allie Shank, and Ava Stevens. Head coach, Lucas Webb. The Hendrickson Packers, Tatum Gunn, Lucas Garland, Braden Adams, Garrett Adams, Andrew Taylor, Jensen White, Jackson Martin, Cooper Long, Nolan Frost, Cash Tucker, Nathan Wilhoit, Braden Scott, Jackson Mepper, Cooper Huckleberry, and Trick Carlson. The cheerleaders, Olivia Wilhoit, Berlin Cox, Brooklyn Wiley, Catherine Eckley, Lyric Davis, Grace Carlson, and Gabby Carlson. The head coach, Zach Garland. And now the Lamar Insurance Broncos. Lucas Hicks, Landon Hetzler, Jackson Brown, Noah Poole, Jonathan Reynolds, Wyatt Weathington, Jacob Litton, Jackson Reynolds, Camden Hawkins, Connor Stump, Caden Garland, Nicholas Fowler, Jackson Lidley, and Caleb Reeder. The cheerleaders, Destiny Napper, Natalie Fowler, Caden Nance, Kylie McLean, Addison Beach, and Abriana Payne. The head coach, Zach Hendricks. And now for our junior varsity youth league football team. The Edwards-Jones Investment Colts, Camden Davidson, Julian McLean, Jackson Osborne, Thomas Thompson, Jackson Folden, Levi Poland, Dakota Glasson, Keegan Stewart, Nicholas Seagrave, Jacob Windhorse, Ezekiel McDowell, Luke Atkins, Cameron Wiry, Logan Doyle, and Ethan Eagle. The Colts cheerleaders, Willow Rimmer, Gabby Nordman, Grace McDowell, Isabella McDowell, Chloe Donovan, and Nona Tucker. The head coach, Jack Folden, assistant coach, Jared Windhorse. The Jones Home Services Cardinals, Peyton Talley, Ty Reagan, Keegan Tyree, Dax Frost, Wyman Younce, Talon Korkaiser, Seth Wilson, Curtis Hicks, Isaiah Honeycutt, Samuel Hornbecker, Mason Mullins, Tyler Thornton, Nico Turcos, Cameron Marzell, and Nolan Fraser. The Cardinals cheerleaders, Jalissa Gouts, Lily Fraser, Nora Bloor, Addie Hodges, Rosemary Wilson, Tenley Perkaiser, and Whitney Anderson. The Haynes Trucking Seahawks, Landon Haynes, Jay Pollock, Colton Demery, Cade Klingler, Tag Williamson, Joshua Parks, Daniel Warkentine, Reagan Dunn, Mikhail Kincaid, Raymond Wagner, Jeffrey Serrano, Zachary Lindner, Harrison Smock, Alicia Dallas, and Brayden McLean. Cheerleaders, Sydney Smock, Jillian Pollock, Ava Kincaid, Janice Bailey, Laura Lee Wagner, and Raylene Sanders. The Trinity Safety Group Panthers, Dustin Pullman, Logan Huntsman, Brendan Shockley, Kenton Proctor, Jaden Queek, Jaden Leak, Dylan Watson, Kylie Rodriguez, James Humphrey, Tanner Stromack, Chase Ruby, Braden Clemens, Isaac Valdez, Trevor Strode, Jacob Jones, and Parker Huntsman. Cheerleaders, Brianna Stratton, Azariah Rainey, Caitlin McCombs, Elizabeth White, Kenzie Jagger, and head coach Rob Watson. And now the Lebanon Eagles Club Eagles. Caden Lark, Landon Boggs, Riley Smith, Bryce Nelson, Logan Bolender, Anthony McLean, Jack Howard, Jackson Cale, Jaden Rainey, Colin Fouts, Karsten Hedge, Avery Sarek, Bowden Russ, and Dylan Coverdale. The cheerleaders, Maya Nelson, Lenora Hedge, Sakaya Rainey, Faith Boggs, and the head coach, Craig Fouts. Ladies and gentlemen, our Lebanon Youth Football Tigers.
Michael?
Teach him how to do that?
Nothing.
You taught him nothing?
Larry taught it all.
Larry, did you teach him that?
I just beat on him, make him tougher.
I tell you what, that's good. That's good coaching, you know, from a grandpa. That's awesome. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, he dodged really well. That was awesome.
For more details, bremc.com on the Community tab.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Well, welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Just about ready to get the second half underway. Always like to get thoughts on what we might see in the second half. I think really, Michael, when you think about what we saw in the first half, several things, several of the trends. Good defense. I believe we'll continue to see that in the second half, and the offense seems to be really running on all cylinders.
Yeah, and one thing, the games we saw Lebanon play early on, their defense got better as the game went on. Coach Smock doing a very good job of making those adjustments, particularly at halftime going forward. So Northmont's going to struggle, I think, to get anything going if that trend continues. If you're Northmont, I don't know what you look for, really. I think you've really got to kind of go to the air that's where the Tigers have been susceptible. If you can find somebody down the field that can get a little bit of separation, that's where the Tigers have struggled. Although we saw tonight they tested Poole early. He's the guy on tape that's had issues, and then he's made two really nice plays. One, he almost picked off here along the sidelines right in front of us. So it's going to be tough sledding. As you mentioned, the Tigers offensively are looking good. Levi Jones seems to have finally settled himself down after a rough outing last week. He came out pretty antsy tonight. Looked like it might be another rough outing, but then settled down, had a couple completions there at the end of the half, and it looked really good running the football as well.
So there you go. 12 minutes are showing on the clock. Tigers look like they're set to kick it off to North Montgomery. And back deep for the Chargers will be Cade Coble. So far, Parker Newman's done a very good job kicking the ball tonight for Lebanon.
Yeah, he had the one that was a little bit short, but it was very high. Everything else has been right at the goal line or beyond, so he continues to get stronger as the season goes on as well.
So Parker steps it off. Ball resting at the 40-yard line. Newman approaches the football, puts a good boot into it, and it goes into the end zone as Cade Coble catches it falling backwards. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Chargers as they begin the second half with the football.
Yeah, it makes playing special teams pretty easy when your kicker has that kind of a leg and put it in the end zone. See if Coble comes out. He's out there spread out wide. We saw him gimpy there towards the end of the half, but I'm sure he got some heat on it or some treatment on it and going to try to gut it out here.
Well, Clerkin will start in the backfield with Connect. And we'll see what these Chargers can do to get the third quarter underway. Connect with the ball. We'll take it back from McClurkin, and he's going to run with it as he crosses the 25, chased down and knocked down at the 29-yard line. Nice pickup there by the Chargers. Bring up second down. Number 19 for the Lebanon Tigers, Trevor Adler, there to make the stop.
Yeah, by far his best run of the night. Again, kind of that double fake the jet sweep around the left end, fake the handoff kind of up the middle, and then he kept it around the right end. As you mentioned, Adler, the free safety, really the first guy to come up and lay a lick on him.
Both the 28-yard line. Connect with the ball. Hand it off inside.
I don't think he got there, Scott. I think he got a yard.
That time it was McClurkin with the carry, and no, he's going to be held short with the ball at the 29, so gain of just one.
Tell you what, Bobby Mills shows up again at the bottom of the pile. Just 5'7", 175 pounds, but playing that linebacker position. Man, he really has a nose for the football tonight.
So third down and short here for the Chargers. Big opening drive for them here in the half, and there's Connect.
Oh, my.
The ball under and runs
Oh,
with it,
my.
and he is in the open field. Now it's the foot race to the 45, to the 40, 35, and finally hustled out of bounds. Coming up to make the stop, Trevor Adler, and he was the only Tiger that was going to catch him at that point.
And he's the only Tiger that laid a finger on him somehow. Just a busted hole off the left side. Again, they faked it right in, faked it up the middle, and then he kept it off the left side. And I don't know what happened to the left side of the Tiger defense, but Coach Smock is on fire right now, lighting somebody up. He is hot. And that is really the first time we have seen the Tigers just absolutely blow a defensive assignment. And it looks like a timeout call. I'm guessing it was by Coach Smock because he came out on fire. And he's going to let the defensive coordinator talk things over as he steams himself back to the sideline. Nope, he's going to go back for some more chewing. He is still chewing. That is as fired up as I have seen Coach. We didn't get to see him last week out at Danville, thank goodness, but he is fired up right now.
Well, he knows how important these opening drives are.
Yeah, I mean, even with the 35-7 lead, you want to come out and set the tone in the third quarter and just kind of let Northmont know that basically we're not going away. We're going to be here all night long, and unfortunately, man, the left side, there was just nobody home.
So the timeout is over. Chargers come back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers defensively have been waiting on them for a while.
I think the Tiger defense is happy that timeout's over because they pretty much got chewed the entire time.
So 1st and 10 for the Chargers here into Tiger territory. Ball resting at the 28. Back to passes, Connect. Has good protection. Looking for the fade route, and it's going to land incomplete.
I think it's a good thing that there was some pressure. Yeah, 3 was out there, the intended receiver. That's Fritzen. And it's a good thing that there was some pressure up the middle. I didn't see who it came from. I don't know if it was McLean up the middle, but whoever it was saved a touchdown there because they made Connect pull the ball back down and kind of reset his feet. And when he did that, he didn't quite get it enough underneath the football, came up short.
So 10:40 to go here in this third quarter. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. Connect and Chargers back to work again. This time they'll give it to McClurkin, and he's going to be swarmed under. Number 33 for the Lebanon Tigers, able to get there and make the play. That's going to be Michael Reese. We've called his number several times tonight.
Yeah, when he reads the play from the get-go, man, he shoots to the hole so quick. Sometimes it takes him a little bit of time to read the play, and then he sometimes gets caught in the wash. But, man, he is so quick to the football when he has that instinct.
Lots of 2 on the play for the Chargers.
Yeah, one guy I saw kind of run around the sideline was Braden Brandt defensively. Somebody the Tigers missed dearly, played really well over at Mooresville opening night.
All right, Connect rolling out, wanting to go to the air. Pressure comes. Now he's going to run with it. He keeps his feet churning, and he has a first down for the Chargers. Stopped at the Lebanon 17-yard line. Huge pickup there on the scramble.
He kind of reminds me of a Ben Roethlisberger type-esque runner when he just kind of lumbers through, but then as he gets going, he picks up momentum, and his big body is able to kind of just plow through a little bit. Pretty good run that time, able to pick up the first down.
So this opening drive by the Chargers working out favorably for them here in the early going. McClurkin back with Connect. Connect wanting to go the fade route, looking to the end zone, and it is incomplete. He was looking for number 12 all the way, Kai Warren, but the two just could not connect. Defended well by Poole. No, Washington was back.
No, you're right. It was
Poole?
Yeah,
okay.
It was Poole on the outside that time, and looked like both of them doing a little bit of hand fighting back and forth. So Poole might have gotten away with a little bit, but I think Coble was giving it right back to him. So I like the no call that time. Let them decide it on the field.
So they'll stop the clock with 9:35 to go. Again, ball resting at the Tigers' 17-yard line. 2nd and 10 here for North Montgomery.
Oh,
and the ball
snap.
is lost, and Connect will fall on the football. That's going to be a loss on the play. So that's a costly, not a turnover, but a costly play there by the Chargers as the ball will be put back at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, as the offense struggling to stay on pace anyway and stay on schedule, man, when you have to give up 5 yards and a down, that can be a drive killer right there.
So 9:09 to go here in this third quarter. Chargers looking at a 3rd down and long.
A little bunch formation to this side.
McClurkin in the backfield. Connect one, go to the air, look fade route, and
wow, he dropped it in. Did he catch it? Inbounds?
It is.
I haven't seen any signal for a touchdown. Yeah,
it is.
I mean, Lebanon's announcer's giving it to him, but there is never an official signal. But wow, what a dime. Just dropped over the top. I think it was Christian Knight on the coverage, and Scott, he was there. I mean, there's not much more he could have done. Maybe played the football a little better and gone up to knock it away, but the ball was so perfectly dropped in the breadbasket over the top. Nice play that time by Connect.
Connect to Coble for the 6th, and that makes it a 35-13 game. Extra point is kicked, and it's no good. So leave it at 35-13 with 8:54 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers lead. They're going to get the ball for the first time to have it here in the third quarter. That's coming up. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Ed Martin Buick, GMC. For new Buicks and GMCs, Ed Martin is the only name you need to know. Serving Zionsville and northern Indianapolis, Ed Martin Buick and GMC has remodeled with a guest lounge, children's play area, refreshments and coffee bar, and also an expanded service department to assist their customers. Ed Martin GMC has a large selection of redesigned all-new Sierra trucks, as well as Enclaves and Arcadias. For a wide selection of new or used cars, Ed Martin Buick GMC is ready to assist you. Located at 9896 North Michigan Road, Ed Martin Buick GMC can help you with all your automotive needs.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Chargers with the score to begin the second half of the action. Connect to Coble for the touchdown pass. 23 yards on the completion there.
Well, if you're the Chargers, you couldn't ask for much better start. As we mentioned, you got to kind of set the tone. Yeah, you got a big deficit to dig out of, but can't do it all at once, one drive at a time. Let it go. Let it go. I don't understand.
Yep.
I just don't understand.
I know.
I mean, kick the ball down the middle of the field. You can't keep the ball in bounds. Unless you're just content to let the other team start at the 35-40 yard line. But I mean, I think you'd have a little more faith in your coverage team than that. But, I mean, we've seen team after team attempt to kick that thing and try to pin it down in that corner. Really, they're trying to pin it between the sidelines and the numbers to give the returner nowhere to go. But more often than not, we've seen kickers not be able to execute it and just go out of bounds.
Let's get a thought from Grant Krulik on that opening drive by North Montgomery, since you played some defense for the middle schoolers. Grant, what did you think about that effort there by North?
Well, I think that play was pretty hard to stop. I mean, it was a hard drive, right down, and as the outside linebacker, I would have already been in the backfield, and I don't know what I could have done. That would have been the safety's job. So there's not much you could have done on that play right there.
Back we are underway. Washington with the run down the sideline, grabbed from behind and taken down all the way to the 20-yard line.
And I give credit to Ryan Poole, the receiver on the outside. He basically pancaked the corner to give him the outside edge. And then, man, I tell you what, when Washington gets a full steam ahead going, a nice little stiff arm to the safety that came over, he finally was able to drag him down, but the safety got a ride of about 10 yards down the field. Curler's making a mess over there with his popcorn.
You know, he's getting excited, throwing popcorn in the air. It's all part of the atmosphere.
There you go.
Just don't eat any popcorn off the floor, Grant.
Okay. At least got the 5-second rule, don't you? That's a brand new press box. It's got to be somewhat clean.
Ball rests at the Charger 21-yard line. Looks like we're going to get a timeout from the Tigers.
Yeah, I think offensively, after the big play, they weren't all on the same page when they came up to the line of scrimmage. So they're going to talk things over and figure it out.
All right, while they do that, let me remind the folks listening that our broadcast tonight is underwritten by Anheuser-Busch and Boom Beverages Incorporated, a proud sponsor of high school football, reminding you to enjoy responsibly. Boom Beverages, their number is 482-4180. Also by Culligan Water Conditioning, treating water for over 60 years. Culligan, better water, pure and simple. Hey, Culligan man. And Mimi's Market at 817 West South Street at the Country Mark Station. Mimi's Market with their new convenient drive-up window for snacks, pop, candy, and propane for grill tanks. That's Mimi's Market. The Tiger football deep in Charger territory at the North Montgomery 21-yard line. 8:17 to go here in this third quarter. Jalen Washington just completing a long run for the Tigers. Going from the Lebanon 35 to the Charger 20. There's a pitch to Poole. Poole will speed, cuts it back inside. Now we'll work it back outside. Picks up
what a move.
Down the sideline, spins, and he's going to be hit and driven back. But we also see a penalty flag come out during the completion of that play.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be an illegal block on the far side. A very different formation, though, for Lebanon. Levi Jones was in the backfield all by himself. They had double tight end set, so there's no running back on the field at all. And they ran a little jet sweep to Poole around the left end. Made a really nice move to kind of juke out the cornerback, little stutter step move. Picked up the first down, but unfortunately the holding is going to bring it back. It will still be first down and probably short because that flag was almost 6 or 7 yards down the field.
I think it was at the 5. So they'll bring it out to the 15. So they're going to, or maybe the 16 it looks like. So they're going to be short of the first down for sure.
But still, 1st and 5. I mean, you hate the penalty, but because it was down the field, still get 1st and 5.
All right, again, empty backfield. Fake the pitch. Jones will now go ahead and take with it and gets away from one Charger defender, spins his way to another first down for Lebanon. That was a great individual effort there by Jones, just to spin away from the defender and make him miss.
Yeah, that was a spin move we haven't seen from Levi Jones, but they came out in the exact same formation, double tight end set with just the 2 receivers, nobody in the backfield with Levi. They faked the jet sweep this time. Northmont ready for the keeper, but unable to make the tackle. Jones, as you mentioned, great individual effort to pick up the first down.
The Tigers have it, 1st and 10. Ball resting at the North Montgomery 11-yard line. Lebanon leading 35-13 here in this third quarter. Jones with the ball. And there's a real collision, and Jalen Washington's going to be grabbed and thrown to the turf. We haven't seen a mix-up like that for quite a while for the Tigers. Number 76, Jacob Noling. He seemed like he knew exactly what was happening there.
Yeah, Washington comes back on the field, and guess what the defense is going to key on as he makes his first appearance here in a few plays. But he got really good penetration. We haven't seen it very much tonight, but couple of times they've been able to get pretty deep penetration and really, as you mentioned, disrupt the entire timing of the play.
We'll put the ball down at the 14 of North Montgomery. Tigers stuttering just a little bit here. There's Jones with the football. Now he'll tuck it under, run with it. Yeah, he has blocking. He's going to go to the 5. He gets to the end zone, and he is pushed in for the score.
Wow. I don't know how he was able to get to the outside. He finally got the ball under control. He rolled out to his right, but all three guys on that side of the field were completely covered, nowhere to go with the football. But as he just kept going, the receivers kind of all faded towards the middle of the field, and the defenders went with them to make sure they were covered, but then there was nobody left in the corner of the end zone as Levi Jones won the foot race.
So the Tigers able to get back that score they gave up. 41-13 your score right now. Now the extra point coming your way. Eli Allen, who had pretty good first half of kicking.
Garrett Harker's done a nice job all night, too. He's the freshman holder here for Allen's kick.
Ball's down. Kick is away. It sure looks good. And indeed it is. So with 6:39 to go here in the third quarter, all Lebanon 42-13 over the Chargers. We'll be back with the kickoff. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Jim Russell Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning.
Since 1967, Jim Russell Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has provided quality and efficient plumbing, heating, and air conditioning services to Boone County and beyond. As a family-owned business since inception, we take great pride in treating your business, building, or home like ours and make every effort to solve your problem. This is Derek Brandt, owner of Jim Russell Plumbing, Heating, and Air, and our technicians are part of our family. Each one is equipped to handle your problem quickly and leave you with peace of mind. Let us help you. Our phone number is 317-873-5773, and our website is jimrussell.net, or find us on Facebook.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Well, our broadcast tonight is underwritten by Arnie's on the Courthouse Square. 50 years of serving pizzas, sandwiches, and salads for your pre- or post-game activities. Arnie's supporting our local teams and wishing them good luck. So Parker Newman getting set to kick off once again to the North Montgomery Chargers. Tigers in front, 42-13 with 6:39 to go. Here's another terrific kick. That's going to be fielded cleanly right at the 3-yard line. And bringing it out is Cade Coble, going the far side of the field, keeping his feet going. Tigers might think about tackling him, and then finally they do, but not before he gets all the way out to the North Montgomery 35-yard line. But you see a penalty. Oh, there is right back at the 15, a penalty.
You're going to get a block in the back on this side of the field as Coble caught the ball running towards the Tiger sideline, and then he put a plant foot and just started across the field. And as he did that, got a block in the back, caught back here. This should be coming all the way back. It's a great return, but aided by a little illegal block. If the official wants to put his microphone on, that'd be great. Yep. Yeah. Wow, half the distance to goal from the 16. Should put the ball around the 8-yard line. So, man, you think you're going to have decent field position out around the 35. Instead, you're going to have in the shadow of your own goalpost, and the Chargers will continue to shoot themselves in the foot here.
Well, they began the quarter with a score. Impressive drive they were able to put together. Able to connect with Coble for the touchdown pass.
Connect.
Exactly.
Excellent.
The extra point was no good. And at that point, it was 35-13 Lebanon, but the Tigers come back and answer with a score. And they have stretched the lead now to 42-13. And now North Montgomery, all of a sudden, with poor field position, will start with the ball at the 8.
Yeah, I mean, all the momentum that you thought you were getting out of that big drive to start the half, gone with a touchdown by the Tigers, and then a penalty that puts you basically back up to your own end zone.
So McClurkin will be back out there in the backfield with Connect. Here's the exchange. Back to pass, and it's thrown underneath the defense, and it's going to be caught for a nice pickup there by the Chargers. Number 34 there for North Montgomery, Peyton Coble, senior for the Chargers, slot receiver, able to get the action here.
Yeah, older brother of the other Coble, who's kind of been the main target of the night. Just a little crossing pattern right in front of the linebackers. A little short gain that time, and again, Mr. Mills, linebacker, finds himself in the middle of the action. There's 18. We haven't seen his number out there. That's Elijah Rollins, senior.
Bring it second down for the Chargers. And Connect, well, it's going to be swarmed under.
When you turn the wrong way and your running back goes left and you turn to the right, it's not going to be a pretty play.
Once again for Lebanon, number 33 for the Tigers in there on the play, Michael Reese. He's been just a busy young man this evening, and just a sophomore for Lebanon.
Yeah, he's kind of one of those up-and-coming players, starting middle linebacker, starting tight end. Got a bright future ahead of him.
They'll put the ball back at the 8-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Chargers. McClurkin in the backfield with Connect. Connect with the ball. Back to pass. Pressure comes, looks under the middle. It's the old screen play. Let's see if it'll develop for anything for the Chargers. And it's not going to be enough for a first down, but they do pick up some decent yardage on the play. Number 34, Coble again with the reception.
Yeah, that time Tigers ran a little zone coverage. He was able to find a soft spot right in the middle of the field. But as you mentioned, just short of the first down is a good tackle that time. And this is basically how they come up every time. So they come up in a formation and then Connect often backs out an extra 4 or 5 yards.
He is going to back up. And he will punt it away. And this one will be a high punt. I don't think there's going to be a chance for a Tiger to return it. North Montgomery will field it cleanly. And they will down it at their own 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers with 4:27 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Lebanon leading 42-13.
I think you're going to start to see, I don't know, it looks like the starters are coming back out. They eventually here, maybe they'll wait till the start of the 4th quarter, but Levi comes out, Luganbeel's out there, so number 21, Jarrett French, getting a few more reps in at receiver. One thing I've noticed this year more than in past years, wide receiver and cornerback, the Tigers have done a really good job of rotating through some extra guys, trying to keep everybody fresh, and also if somebody does go down, you've got a guy that's been on the field before, so
here come the Tigers. Give it to Washington. Jalen busting it outside, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Crossing the 35, rushed out of bounds at the 34. Gain of 3 on the play, bring up 2nd down.
I know he's a pretty sturdy guy, but when he is as dynamic as he is and you're up 42-13, I know it's still the 3rd quarter, but to me, I would just be extra careful with Jalen Washington. I mean, he is just that type of a special athlete. When he goes out, if he goes out for some reason, he's hurt, whatever, man, it just changes everything for your offense. So I'll continue to feed him the football here, though.
So 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. In Charger territory at the 34. Fake the Washington, throw across the middle. Pass is complete. And it's going to be a nice pickup there for the Tigers. Number 21, Jared French there with the reception.
Another sophomore stepping up, making a nice play. Got a lot of sophomores. There's some senior leadership here and juniors. But, man, you got a lot of sophomores making plays as well.
It's going to bring up a fresh set of downs for the Tigers. The clock continues to run, coming up to 4 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter of action. Jones with the ball. Gives it to Washington. Washington turning, running to the 20. Mocked down at the 21-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play.
Still times when that handoff isn't completely clean. You can tell that they're much better than they were at Mooresville, but Jones and Washington every now and then still trying to get the timing down. That time it seemed like it was very slow. Washington almost made a spin move before he got the handoff, tried to avoid the initial defensive player.
Well, they say he gained just 1 on the play, put it down at the 22. We'll keep the clock running with 3:26 to go here in the 3rd. Jones thinking about going to the air. Now he's going to have to run with it, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds. So short gain on the play, out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And this is
there's a flag on the play, too.
I think it's going to be holding. It's right at the point of attack. I believe a Tiger defender. Well, I thought they were going to make a quick call, but they're going to talk about it again.
Well, we'll get the call from the official here in just a moment. They do place it on the turf.
Why are we putting the ball down? He didn't pick up a first down, and the penalty is going to back him up. So obviously they're going to accept it. You're not going to decline a penalty. Come on. It'd be 3rd and a yard. There you go. Well, it's holding right there. I think it was the wide receiver on the outside. You might be able to get away with that sometimes when you're on the inside in the line and all the trenches, but when you're out there by yourself, you typically get caught on that play.
Still second down and long for the Tigers here as the ball is placed at the 29 of North Montgomery. So Jones set to go back to work, try to get back the yardage they lost. And he wants to go to the air. Quick slant pattern, right to pool, to the 10, 5, touchdown, Lebanon.
Well, they blitzed one guy on the outside. I think it was number 21. And then the safety came up in to play the quick slant. Unfortunately, the safety didn't slip and fell. Well, when you blitz the corner and the safety falls down, there's nobody home, Scott. And so easy pickings, easy pitch and catch, and then Poole cut up the field and back to the outside away from the linebackers. Waltz was into the end zone. Easy touchdown.
So Eli Allen on to attempt the extra point. Try to make it a 49-13 game here. Ball is down. Kick is away. It looks good. And it is. So with 2:52 to go in the third quarter, the route is on. Tigers lead 49-13. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Toro and Howard's Lawn and Garden. Howard's Lawn and Garden features the best of Toro. Howard's is locally owned and operated. Their staff is experienced, knowledgeable, and courteous. Products are professionally set up, and they're serviced and ready to go. Howard's Lawn and Garden has Time Cutter Z zero-turn radius mowers and the Z-Master commercial. The complete Toro lineup is in stock at Howard's Lawn and Garden, Lebanon's only full-service dealer. Howard's Lawn and Garden, 1115 West South Street in Lebanon.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Well, our broadcast tonight is underwritten by TAD, the only name you need to know in real estate. TAD Brainer, RE/MAX Ability Plus for all your real estate needs. 317-341-4448 or tadbrainer.com. Scott Carney along with you, Michael Walker, and Grant Krulik with us as well. 2:52 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers lead 49-8. And as the score continues to grow, the Tigers' kicking game continues to get better and better. Parker Newman, another one into the end zone. And Kate Coble wondering what I need to do.
Western Boone has just taken the lead in the fourth quarter. Out at Tri-West. Western Boone leads 21-14. Dinesville has also just taken the lead against Brebeuf, and they lead 14-10. That one also in the fourth quarter.
Here we have 2:51 to go in the third quarter. Of course, whatever game we're doing, it's longer than any of the other game in the area.
That seems to be the case so far.
So 1st and 10 for the Chargers, starting at their own 20-yard line. Connect again, looking to go to the air, pass across the field. It's going to be caught. Reception made by Cade Coble. And Coble, not only the first down, but a little extra there. About 15 yards on the pickup. 1st and 10 at the 35.
The sophomore Coble, not only does he have really good hands, but, man, he's a really good route runner, too. He's run a couple of those outs, and when he puts his foot in the ground and makes the out cut, he gets a good separation from whoever's guarding the corner or the outside linebacker, able to pick up some good yards.
You got loud there for a second.
I was going to say, what happened?
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, well, I'll try to speak up.
Connect, flush down to the park, and slides on the turf as he crosses the 40-yard line. I think he probably had a few more yards in him, Michael.
I think so, too. And he had a rough spot, too, because they gave it to him all the way back at the 40-yard line. So a break there for the Tigers as they try to shuffle guys in and out.
So bring up 2nd down and 5 here for the Chargers as they're trying to get something going here, trailing Lebanon 49-13. Two backs down the backfield. High formation behind Connect. But he'll fake and wants to go to the air. Tucks the ball under. Wants to go to the air, and he will. Downfield has a man open, and it's caught. And into the end. Oh, he's going to be stopped just short. Number 21, Cade Coble, stopped at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, he had him open 2 or 3 times. Now, the first time I think he was trying to avoid the rush, and so he pulled it back down and then took a few steps out to the left. And then the second time, I don't know, but finally he kind of just heaved it as far as he could. Coble ran under it, and just a busted coverage that time. Adler able to get there to make the play, but I tell you what, if Adler's doing his job correctly, he'd have been behind Coble deeper and not allowing the catch to be made in the first place. Unfortunately, That's the second time we've seen him get beat deep in another quarterback sneak. I don't think he got there. Oh, they're going to give it to him.
They're going to say Connect was able to stretch out and get that ball and break the plane of the goal line. So Connect in with the rushing touchdown there. 2 yards out for the score. And that now makes it 49-19 with a minute 14 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, we've seen Coach Schmock get pretty fired up with his defense. And as we said, the first two games we saw, defense made the adjustments and got better as the game went. Last week, I think they were putting some tough spots as Levi Jones was having trouble finding guys wearing the same color jersey, unfortunately. And so defense was putting some tough spots. Extra point here is up and good. So 49-20 now with a minute 14 to play.
In the third quarter.
Yeah, in the third quarter. That's all right.
Okay, so there you go. That's where we stand right now. Tigers lead 49-20, minute 14 to go in the third. We'll be back with the kickoff. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Home National Bank.
At Home National Bank, we know that each business is different. This is Eric Ragsdale. We offer several different financial plans for small businesses that can adapt to your financial needs. We have money to lend for starting new business ventures and loans to expand existing operations. Our website is thehomenationalbank.com. Home National Bank in Thorntown and Lebanon. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Tigers lead 49-20 over North Montgomery, but again, Chargers with a quick scoring drive there. Started at their own 20, able to take it all the way down to the 2. Terrific pass and catch there from Connect to Coble. Then Coble able to run it in. And now we see the Chargers keeping it on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Lebanon at the 25-yard line. Now let's see what the Tigers can do with it.
Oh, my.
Nice return here by Trevor Adler as he's able to get across the 50. And he's down at the 48. Do you think there's a penalty flag?
Yeah, there is. Probably going to get an illegal block here. Backing him up. Flag's down around the 40-ish yard line. This will probably move the Tigers all the way back to the 30, so they're going to lose really 30. Block in the back is the call. You're going to lose about 30 yards on that return. Tough call there, but Adler with a good pickup off the ground. Just to finish the thought on the defensive play, the Tigers were getting better early on in the season, but last week, again, I thought they got put in some tough spots, so you don't want to completely blame your defense. Tonight, though, we expected them to make the adjustments and really shut down Northmont. Northmont, however, has had more success here in the second half, going to the air. Tigers secondary is going to pick things up as they continue to get an earful from Coach Schmock.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 35-yard line. Jones back to pass and not able to connect with his receiver, bring up second down.
Yeah, Luganville that time. You look at Luganville 3 or 4 times. Unfortunately, the throws to Luganville haven't even been close. I mean, not even really within arm's reach. So you can't blame the receiver on those throws. Jones just looked like he's rushing things, not getting his body set in time.
So it's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Tigers. A minute to go here in this third quarter.
All of a sudden, the wind picked up here, Scott.
A little bit. But no rain, so.
Yeah, not too cloudy, but it sure has gotten breezy.
All right, Jones with the football. Looking downfield, has Poole open, and Poole catches it. Oh, he's at the 30, spins away from the defender, and he is going to walk in for another touchdown for the Tigers. Number 21 for North Montgomery, Tate Coble. Boy, he was treated very unkindly
yes,
there.
Yes, he was. Great pass that time as Levi Jones drops it up over the top. Just a fade route towards the sideline. Ryan Poole sticks his arms out. Great pass, then stops on a dime, spins around. Coble's already been hobbled by something, either an ankle or a knee, and he just kind of spins around like a top to the turf, and no safety there on the help, and Poole just waltzes in the pay dirt. Easy touchdown, and the Tigers continue to pour it on.
And with 46 seconds to go here in the third quarter, the kickoff or the extra point is coming up. Ball is down, kick is away. And it is good. It is now Lebanon 56, North Montgomery 20 with 46 seconds to go in this third quarter. How many more points can the Tigers score? Well, I guess we'll find out. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Programming on Radio Mom is underwritten by Lamar and Lamar Insurance.
It's been said many times before that the best defense is a good offense. This is Jeremy Lamar. Our team of professionals at Lamar & Lamar Insurance can provide you protection for your home, auto, business, and life insurance from Indiana Farmers Mutual, Grange, Society, auto owners, travelers, and selective insurance companies. At Lamar & Lamar Insurance, we serve you with personal and confidential services. For more information on having the best defense, our phone number at Lamar & Lamar Insurance is 482-1480.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Triangle Asphalt, a part of the Lebanon and Boone County community since 1961. Triangle can handle all your paving needs. Today, family employees of Triangle Asphalt proud to support Boone County football. So 46 seconds to go, another long kickoff, and Coble will step back in the end zone. They're going to let him run out with it. He's to the 10, 15, and he's going to be knocked down at the 17-yard line. So that's where North will begin with the football with 39 seconds to go.
I think you'd have been better off if the referee had blown his whistle and taken the touchback, because they are struggling to get out to the 20. I know you're eager to try to make something happen, but you're just better off taking your knee or taking your free touchback. Tell you what, see if a defense can step up and play. We've seen a lot of big plays, the safeties and corners just getting beat deep. And in high school, typically you don't play two safeties. A lot of times you just play that one safety in the middle of the field deep. It's what a lot of teams play it. But, man, it sure leaves those corners susceptible on the outside. If you don't have a safety, they can go sideline to sideline.
Toby McClurkin in the backfield with Connect. Connect waiting on the snap, has the football. We'll give it to McClurkin straight ahead. And he gets a decent push up ahead.
Maybe got a yard. Still, that's my favorite play of the quarter so far, because that's going to end the quarter.
I think we're giving him a gain of 2 on the play.
Down to 20 seconds here. But again, they always play this little muddle, talking to everybody. And he's going to walk to the sidelines and go ahead and end the quarter here.
And that looks to be the case. As the clock runs down to 6 seconds to go. And that will do it for the third quarter of action, where the Tigers lead 56-20. One more to go here tonight. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Witham Health Services. Today, Witham stands alongside the nation's finest cancer centers in delivering the leading edge of imaging and targeting therapies. Our new PET CT scanner is a quantum leap forward in detecting cancer earlier. And we're at the forefront with the TrueBeam Linear Accelerator, offering targeting therapy that reduces the number of treatments and side effects. When it comes to cancer, Witham and the Cancer Institute offers care like no other. Learn more at witham.org.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Well, welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Grant Krulich's been with us here throughout this evening. Grant, third quarter in the books, what did you think?
Well, the second quarter, Scott, was that push scared me a little. They got right out there, and they did the fake. So I'm guessing the safety out there, the corner who's covering the wide receiver, thought that they were running the ball, so he turned back, and then that left that wide receiver wide open, and then tried right into the end zone.
Need to see a little more defense out of the Tigers, don't we?
Yeah, just a little.
All right, so let's see if the Tigers can get things going here defensively, and see if we can get out of here with a solid win here. Right now, Tigers in front, 56-20, 12 minutes on the clock to get this fourth quarter underway. Charger football. Connect wants to go back to pass, looking downfield, and I believe the pass is caught across the way.
Yeah, I think it's number 2.
No, number 12. 12, that would be Kai Warren with the reception. That's going to bring up third down and short here for the Chargers.
Yeah, nice job on the outside that time by Jarrett French, playing back, but as soon as he saw the receiver stop, playing his foot and charged through the ball. Man, nice tackle. Substitutes coming in now for the Tigers. New middle linebacker, and I can't read the number 40-something, but I'll get it in a minute.
So Connect looking to pick up the first down. Gives it straight ahead with the carry. That's going to be McClurkin. And McClurkin is going to be, I think, stopped short of the first down.
Yeah, I don't think he got there. And as the middle linebacker that I was just talking about, number 49, Chandler Souders came up, made the play.
Oh, they're going to say he did. Yes.
That was generous.
So put the ball down at the 26.
You also got number 2, Drew Cosgray, stepping in on the outside linebacker position. A couple of the regulars are still out there, but starting to substitute some of those sophomores in.
So 1st and 10 here for the Chargers. Connect again, looking to go to the air, across the middle, and the pass just off the hands of Coble. Incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, trying to run a quick slant. The outside receiver was going in kind of a deep post type route. The inside receiver then ran the fade to the outside as they crisscrossed. He had an opportunity to connect with him, but just threw the ball behind him.
10:57 to go here in this 4th quarter of action. Chargers trail the Tigers 56-20. Once again, Connect. Hands off inside with the carry, McClurkin. And he's going to be stopped right near the 29-yard line for McClurkin. Gain of 3 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Like 52 off the bottom of the pile. Junior Bryce Marshall, 6 foot, 215 pounds. A nice job holding his ground. Basically just stood his blocker right up and then kind of fell backwards as McClurkin came to the line of scrimmage, wrapped him up around the leg.
3rd down and 7 here for the Chargers. Connect, fakes the handoff, wants to run with it. Now he'll look downfield. Coble with the catch, eludes one defender, and the Tigers finally catch up with him, tackling near the 45-yard line. Coming in there to make the play, Tanner Green for Lebanon.
Yeah, Connect rolled to his right, and Coble was open the entire play. It was almost like he didn't want to give it to him. As he got closer, he finally decided, hey, I guess I'll go ahead and throw it to him. And Coble made a nice move back to the middle to pick up the 1st down with a little cut.
Down to 10:03 to go here in this 4th quarter of action.
Now we got Trey Washington also in. All 3 Washingtons now in the books.
McClurkin with the ball. Straight up the field, and he is met and driven to the turf. Nice open field tackle out there by the Lebanon Tigers.
It's Trevor Adler from the free safety spot that came up and made the nice play. But really good blocking up front as the Tigers start to substitute. The offensive line for North Montgomery finding a little bit easier sledding down the field now.
I'll keep the clock running. 9:25 to go here in this 4th quarter. McClurkin with the football. Tries the left side of the line. Finds it to his liking.
Picks up a 1st down. But Bobby Mills, outside linebacker spot, makes yet another tackle.
5 yards on the pickup there. Put it down at the 42. Our broadcast tonight, underwritten by Great Looks Lawn Care and Home Services. They can help make both the inside and the outside of your house look great. For more information, their website is GreatLooksLLC.com. 8:50 remaining here in our contest tonight. Charger football in Tiger territory. Looking at a 1st and 10. McClurkin with the football. Racing to the left side, and he is chased down and tackled. Coming up to make the play, number 51 for the Lebanon Tigers. That is Bobby Mills.
Yeah, he just read it perfectly and shot right through the gap, and then got help from Trey Washington, the sophomore, as well. Both of them really converging to make a nice play in the backfield. Tell you what, sometimes even these sophomores are stepping up and looking good on defense as well.
Be a loss of 2 on the play. Put the ball back to the 44. That's the 44 of Lebanon. 2nd and 12 here for the Chargers. Fake to McClurkin. Connect. Pressure coming, and he'll throw it away.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan was on that one. He's
looking for Coble down the field.
Coble's upset that maybe he got hit, but is there a flag down over there? The officials are talking, but I didn't. The Lebanon Tiger bench would be blocking the view of any laundry, but I see a couple of coaches with hands on hips, so I'm guessing there is a flag down there somewhere.
Oh, face mask on Lebanon.
Yeah, and that's what Coble was complaining about. He came off pretty upset about something and grabbing his face mask, jerking it around, saying, come on, guys.
So that's going to tack on a few yards here.
Did they call a personal foul? It would appear that they did. So that's going to be 15 yards and an automatic 1st down. Going to move this thing inside the 30-yard line.
All the way down to the 29 is where the ball will be placed. Tonight's game on Radio Mom, underwritten by H&H Automotive Supply, locally owned and operated, open 7 days a week. Napa keeps America moving. 7:53 to go here in this 4th quarter. Tigers in front, 56-20, but the Chargers are on the move. Connect to set, waiting on the snap, has the football, pulls it away from McClurkin, wants to go to the air, has good protection. All alone in the end zone is Fritzen, and the pass is too high, out of bounds.
First of all, I don't know what Trevor Adler is doing because he was super late coming across the field. And second of all, that should have been an easy touchdown because Connect, all he had to do was throw the ball out there to the left. There was nobody home, but he threw it more towards the middle, which gave Adler an opportunity. I tell you what, Trevor Adler has come up and done a good job in run support and making tackles, but the film study is not going to be kind on the deep passing game to Trevor Adler because he has gotten lost a couple of times and given up some big plays deep down the field, almost gave up another touchdown there.
So second down and 10 here for the Chargers. 7:30 to go here in this quick-moving fourth quarter of action. Connect with the ball. Fakes the handoff, swings the pass out of the backfield with the reception, 34, Coble. And Coble's going to be hit and dropped at the 25-yard line, giving him a gain of 4 on the play.
This little swing pass to the outside that time. Basically didn't look at anybody else down the field, trying to just pick up some yards to get easy completion. Sets up third and manageable here.
Third down and 5 here for the Chargers. 6:56 to go in the fourth quarter with a 56-20 lead in favor of Lebanon. Here's Connect with the ball. Rolling out to his right, fires it downfield, and the catch is made. This is Coble. And he's going to be hit and dropped near the 15-yard line.
You know what, give Coble a lot of credit because you can tell he's not 100% out there running routes. And every time he catches the ball, instead of just falling out of bounds, he makes a nice spin move back to the inside, trying to pick up more yards and continues to fight. In a game when you're down 36 points and you've already been nicked up a couple of times, to continue to put that kind of effort in, special type of player that they've got there on the outside.
So Chargers continue to eat up yardage here late. Give it to McClurkin, running behind his blockers, but finally the Lebanon defense able to track him down. They hold 34 in there with the tackle for the Lebanon Tigers. Looking here, Ross Wood with the tackle.
First time we've been able to call his name on the outside. Good job of stepping up and filling the hole. Really no gain on the play.
Tonight's game underwritten by Mike McKeever at State Farm Insurance of 190 South Main Street in Whitestown. Mike's mission is to help people manage the risk of everyday life. Mike McKeever, State Farm Insurance, 317-769-5300. Back to work. Connect with the ball.
He had a man.
Looking downfield, throws toward the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Is he in?
No.
No, they say touchdown.
No. I mean, they called touchdown, but Scott, in the NFL, there's no way because that ball was being bobbled all the way to the ground. He finally came up with it when he landed on the ground, but by that point, he was already touching the out of bounds, so that should have been an incomplete pass. But good concentration to keep a hold of it, and nice pass that time by Connect. I thought he had a man cutting the tight end, cut right down the middle of the field, a little post pattern, I thought for an easy touchdown, but ended up being flushed out of the pocket to the right side and still was able to connect.
And the extra point is up, and it is good. So with 5:35 to go in the fourth quarter, the Chargers are doing what they can to make it interesting. It is Lebanon 56 and the Chargers 27. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Programming on Radio Mom is underwritten in part by Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, serving Frankfort and Lebanon with over 25 years of experience. Jim sells and services gas, electric, geothermal boilers, and whole house generators. More information is available on their website, Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, LLC.com. Their phone number is 765-601-1461. Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning on Facebook.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Well, our broadcast here tonight is underwritten by Mimi's Market at 817 West South Street at the Country Mart Station. Mimi's Market with their new convenient drive-up window for snacks, pop candy, and also propane for grill tanks. That is Mimi's Market. And by Arnie's Restaurant on the Courthouse Square. 50 years of serving pizzas, sandwiches, and salads for your pre- or post-game activities. Arnie supporting our local teams and wishing them good luck. So the Tigers giving up the touchdown, 5:35 to go in the fourth. It is a 56-27 game here in favor of Lebanon. There's another kickoff that goes out of bounds.
And that's not even what I'm laughing at. The kickoff was a low line drive kick, and number 49, I think it was Chandler Souders, he just absolutely ducked, like hit the deck as the ball came through. It was kind of funny to watch. Usually, a lot of times, those guys get their hands up and try to like block it or knock it down, or maybe even catch it. But Souders was just getting out of the way.
He didn't want anything to do with it.
No, absolutely not. Let that ball go, and again, ball goes out of bounds. So the Tigers will bring it out to the 35-yard line. Last year, Tigers won this game 40-9 in the regular season, but that was kind of an aberration-type game. And they've swapped games the last 4 years. Tigers won last year 40-9, and the 3 games before that, actually the 4 games before that, all decided by 1 possession or less. So not really surprising that Northmont's fought back here and been able to put some points on the board. These two teams have traditionally been pretty close last year, and then kind of this year you've seen the Tigers pull away a little bit. New quarterback in, new running back in. Nice spin move. 32, I think, with the carry.
It is. 32 with the carry.
That's Camden Williamson, the freshman, 5'8", 145 pounds. Nice little spin move up the middle, and you've got freshman quarterback Garrett Harker, 5'8", 150 pounds. Probably both of them that much soaking wet, maybe, because they both look much smaller than their predecessors in the game. But freshman getting some action in. Still got Cruz on the outside. I can't tell, just 24 on the outside. J.C. Reese, another freshman out here on the wide receiver spot.
Harker hands off to Williamson, hits the line of scrimmage, and is going to be hit and driven back down to the turf. Gets help to his feet. They'll bring up 3rd down now for the Tigers.
Tigers going to probably be pretty content to just run as much clock as they can here. Maybe 1 more first down, maybe 2 more first downs could milk this one away.
Correction on that. 2nd down and 10 here for the Tigers. Ball resting at the 46. So another Harker coming through playing football for Lebanon. And he wants to go to the air. The pass is complete. And the receiver able to cross the 50 up to the 40. And he's down the sideline.
That's Cruz.
15, 10, 5. Is he in? Is he in? Touchdown, Lebanon. Cruz Washington with the score.
The guy in the middle of the field says he's in. The guy on the sideline says you're going to spot him down. Because I thought he stepped out. Nope. Touchdown. Picking up the pylon. Nice job by Cruz Washington. Good effort. It was just a swing pass to the outside. And he's not quite as dynamic as Jalen, but he's got quite a bit of athletic ability and an extra gear there as he turned it up on the outside, able to basically stiff-arm one guy away and outrun the others to the pylon.
And so the extra point coming up for Lebanon, making it now
so much for being conservative and running the clock out, Scott.
62-7 with 1 more coming from the Tigers.
It started out as an innocent little swing pass, and then Cruz had other ideas.
And that extra point is marked as good. So the Tigers now lead 63-27. 4:07 to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's step aside. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Programming on Radio Mom is underwritten in part by Wampler Services Incorporated. Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling. They haul it all. Wampler's recycles and provides roll-offs, self-contained compactors for industrial clients, and dumpsters for your project, rental, business, or construction site. Wampler's is a state of Indiana licensed C&D facility. Wampler Services buy scrap metal too. Quotes and more details are available at 765-659-3721. Wampler's, 1270 Washington Avenue, Frankfort.
Radio Mom, 91.1 FM.
Welcome back here to Lebanon High School. Tigers 63, North Montgomery 27. Let's go back to our 7th grade middle schooler, Grant Krulik, who's been with us throughout the game here tonight. What do you think, Grant Krulik?
Well, I think Lebanon is playing a pretty good game today. They just got up to 63 points, which is good, facing North
Montgomery.
North Montgomery, yeah. And they've had some really good drives and some really good offense.
Do you think we'll see any more touchdowns before the game is over?
Oh, definitely, yes. I believe in Lebanon.
All right, so we'll see if it comes true or not. Grant, thanks so much.
Welcome.
Again, Grant Krulik along with us here. Another kickoff by the Lebanon Tigers. We've seen several of those tonight. Coble with the return. Stopped near the 40-yard line. They'll make it 30. Coble bring up 1st and 10 here for the Chargers with 3:56 to go in the 4th quarter.
I hope that touchdown comment is incorrect. Let's just run the ball up the middle and get out of here. 3:56 left to play. 63-27. Hokey smokes, man. Defensive coordinators are going to be pulling their hair out going through the film this week. Man, both sides. This second half, it's been a track meet back and forth. Tigers trying to
And it looks like we have a new quarterback for North.
Yeah, we do. Number 4 has come in. That is Jaron Bradford, sophomore. Tigers were late getting a guy off the field, so had to take a late timeout. And you want me to run through some scores here?
I'll do that in just a second.
All right.
I want to remind you that our broadcast tonight is underwritten by TAD. The only name you need to know in real estate, that's Tad Brainer. Remax Ability Plus for all your real estate needs. 317-341-4448 or tadbrainer.com. All right, go ahead.
The first final night comes out of Fishers as they have defeated Hamilton Southeastern 20-14. Zionsville is trying to hold off a late charge by Brebeuf. Zionsville leads 21-18. Noblesville just took the lead from Westfield with about 4 minutes left in that one, 26-24. Avon still up big on Brownsburg. Last time I saw it was 45-21. Carmel leads Pike 14-12. Western Boone leads late at Tri-West 28-21. I think that's all the updates I have. The rest of them. Danville 58-14 over Crawfordsville. That one winding down.
All right, thank you very much. We'll have a recap of all of the games that are available once this one is concluded. Again, we have 3:56 to go here. New players into the ball game from both teams. And we'll see a run by the new quarterback for North Montgomery, Bradford. He is stopped as he crosses the 30. Knocked down at the 32, bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, McCracken, I think, wanted the football on that one, tried to take it away from him, and Bradford pulled it back away. As the quarterback, as we've seen, that timing on those option plays can be so difficult when you're not used to the timing of each other, just being able to feed off of each other and understanding kind of how each other works. It's such a feel type of play.
Bradford, new quarterback into the ball game. Tucks the ball under, wants to run with it, tries the left side of the line, breaks through, and he has good yardage and enough for a first down.
Oh, impressive fight from the kid that time. Looked like the quarterback draw almost wasn't even the design play, but able to kind of work his way forward and then breaks a couple tackles for a first down.
Number 68, Sam Proctor, in there on the tackle for Lebanon.
It's almost taking a roll call now if you're playing defense for the Tigers, trying to figure out who all they've shuffled in and out. Now you got a new free safety now back as deep. J.C. Reese, he was playing cornerback earlier.
Clock continues to run. 2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. And off inside. New running back into the game. Number 31 for the Chargers with the carries. He's able to cross the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
That time, number 31, Zach Searles with the carry. Freshman for the Chargers.
And the freshman safety came up and laid a shoulder pad right on him. Big hit by the young kid.
They'll put it down at the Lebanon 47-yard line.
You know, we picked on Trevor Adler earlier. As a free safety, you're almost in like just a helpless position or a lose-lose because the plays you do make really don't get talked about, and then you make one bad play and give up a deep shot. He only did it a couple of times, but, man, it shows up big.
Bradford looking down.
Oh, what a play!
Tigers with the takeaway. Now let's see what he does with it. He'll slip down on the turf, and that's going to help us wrap this up. Number 32 for the Lebanon Tigers.
24.
Was it 24?
Yeah, it's J.C. Reese back there playing that free safety spot. I thought maybe he hadn't gotten enough drop on his coverage when he was about to give up a deep play, and then all of a sudden he just stretched out. He's 6'1", it says, but, man, he looked every bit longer than that as he reached up, snatched that thing out of midair, made a great interception. Coming back the opposite direction. Great play by him, and as you mentioned, that should salt this thing away as we're under 2 minutes.
Tigers will take over with the football at their own 36-yard line with 1:59 to go. Tigers lead 63-27. Parker in there, quarterback, running play. Williamson with the carry. He's going to be snowed under. Bring up second down, but that's going to keep the clock running.
Holy cow, looked like a line change. Looked like a hockey line change going on. I think 4 new linemen came in, although it looks like some of the guys coming off, like 55. He's one of their regulars in there. Jaden Jerry's came off.
Logan Dickey, he says, you want me in there? No, come out.
We don't. We're trying to figure out who we want. Some of the regulars were in, some of the backups were in. I think we've all got backups now in every position.
Harker's going to tuck the ball under, run with it. He's across the 35.
He's got ideas.
45 to the 50 and steps out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
The only thing you'd like to see is keep it in bounds. But, man, once he got to the edge, you could almost see through the helmet the eyes light up. Oh, they're going to wind it up anyway. They don't care if he's out of bounds. Good for him. But, man, you could see the eyes light up when he got to that edge. He thought maybe if I could turn it into that extra gear, I might have what Cruz had on the last drive. Might be able to get something special and find pay dirt, but just found the out-of-bounds line.
We are now under a minute to play in this one here. Again, Tigers leading 63-27 with the football.
They look confused, but this is victory formation here, boys. Everybody get in tight, snap the ball, put a knee down.
And there goes Harker.
There we go. Be a little bit slow starting the play clock. I got to do it one more time.
So about a second between the two clocks here.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator glares up at the booth. Come on, guys. That's all right. It's only second down. They can snap it one more time.
But the way things look right now, Tigers will get even in Sagamore Conference play. They'll go to 3-1 on the year. So a nice bounce-back win for the Lebanon Tigers here tonight. There's Harker with one more knee. And that is going to do it for our contest tonight. Tigers won't have to snap the ball anymore. Down to 7 seconds to go. And Lebanon Tigers, winners here tonight in front of a great crowd here at Lebanon High School. The final this evening, Lebanon 63, North Montgomery 27. For the Lebanon Tigers, as mentioned, they are now 3-1 on the year, 1-1 in Sagamore Conference play. For the Chargers of North Montgomery, they are now 1-3 on the season and 0-2 in conference action. So once again, your final here tonight, Lebanon 63, North Montgomery 27. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll get to our post-game report, so stay with us here. This is high school football on Radio Mom.
Support for Radio Mom comes from Ed Martin Buick and GMC. For new Buicks and GMCs, Ed Martin is the only name you need to know. Serving Zionsville and northern Indianapolis, Ed Martin Buick and GMC has a large selection of quality new and used vehicles, along with professional vehicle maintenance and service. For new or used cars, financing options, ordering parts, or for service, Ed Martin Buick, GMC are always ready to assist you with all your vehicle needs. Located at 9896 North Michigan Road, Ed Martin Buick and GMC can help you with all your automotive needs.